ready for it.
I'm a real tough kid, I can handle my shit. They said fake it, gotta fake it till you make it, and I did.
I'm just a terrible person, I guess.
Lights, camera, bitch. Even when you wanna die. Breaking down, I hit the floor. All the pieces of me shattered as the crowd was chanting more. With a broken heart.
Who's afraid of little old me?
Don't forget your lip gloss, Flo.
Here it is.
You're such a... You got your... You really are a ding dong. Oh, man. Hello, everybody, and welcome back for Throwdown Thursday. I am Sarah the Raging Tomato, and I also brought back the wonderful, amazing Flow State because I hate him so much, but I also love him so much. It's kind of like a love-hate mutual relationship.
It's almost like you have a duty.
I have a duty. A duty. The topic of this evening, I went digging through Andrew Wilson's trash again, okay? I follow him on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, and I like to see kind of what's going on in his world and what topics are coming out of all of that. And I found an interesting one that I thought, that looks interesting. I'd love to talk about that. And I will say Andrew was kind enough to answer some more questions that I had about it because I wanted to understand his perspective. Am I on the wrong mic?
You got a mic thing going on?
Hold on. Stand by. I apologize. Yeah, it is. Does it sound better now?
Talk to me again. Nothing.
Okay. Let me go out and back in.
Mm-hmm. Well, welcome to the Flow State Show. What are we gonna do today? Now that I'm in charge, she took away my wrench. You guys know she took my wrench away like a month ago or something. It was a great injustice. But now that I'm driving, let's get fucked up. Let's fuck this place up. Go wild out there. Say bad words. Talk shit on somebody's family. Don't really do that. Only suckers get used holes. Right on. Oh, Chuck, I saw the picture. Were you suggesting it was our man? Halloween. And happy Halloween. Type a 1 in the chat if you're wearing a fucking costume. I got my horns here, but Katie's out with the kid trick-or-treating, and so I don't know how to put these things on myself.
Now I can't.
All right, stop saying N-words. She's back.
Audio.
Go ahead and hit the like and click the share and copy button, because if you share and copy the link, it counts in the algorithm as a share. Whether or not you share it, but you should share it. You should drop the link in any random Facebook group with no explanation. We're all in too many Facebook groups. Spam one of them. Spam one that you don't need to be in anymore. A big one that you don't need to be in anymore. Well, Beetle Babe, what she said. Sarah said that she trusts that she can't trust me, which I think is accurate. Beetle Babe. They understand how biology works. They don't care. The people who write shit like that are Servus Veritas Veritatis Tatis. I don't know. Probably hasn't had sex. It's always the incels that say shit like that. Now, well, let me not. Oh, nice. They're at their grandparents. Good deal. So I live in Kansas City. I'm right on the Kansas-Missouri state line. And in Kansas, cigarettes are a lot more expensive than Missouri. So in Kansas, I buy L&M menthol shorts. In Missouri, I buy Cool Kings. Also shorts. I also like cigars. Macanudos and Monte Cristo white labels. I'm a heavy sleeper, so I would probably sleep right through what? Free will exists. People have choices. Biological determinism is dumb. Man, Service, it's too early in the show for this sort of like doom and gloom shit. It's Halloween. It's the sluttiest day of the year. Enjoy yourself. Everyone else is. Baby drinks. I was live on. Yeah, yeah. Izzy was on my stream when the tornadoes went off. Can you compel the peach? You smoke a tobacco pipe, Jake. How old are you? Probably young. What should I have known about cigars? I had a whole fancy box full of them. Yeah, you could have gave them to me. There's something massively unappealing though about a woman smoking cigars. I don't know what it is. You would think it would be the other way around. You would think that it would be appealing, but it's not. I don't have any shots tonight, Sasquatch. I got root beer. I'll probably get a root beer.
Can you hear this?
Yeah, it still sounds a little echoey. I mean, we can hear you, but...
Can you hear this?
Yes.
It sounds echoey?
Yeah, like you're in a stairwell.
That's fucking weird. I wonder if there's a button pushed.
Get a Tapomatic cigarette injector machine and good stuff, brand tobacco, and make your own beer. 85 cents a pack. It sounds the same.
Sounds the same?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Uncle Guns, I had rollies in rehab. Actually, it was kind of my little hustle, my little side hustle in rehab. And then when I left rehab, I left the cigarette rolling machine with my protege in rehab, and I never looked back. I hated rolling cigarettes. I would always rip the motherfuckers. I couldn't do it. So
How about now?
Same.
Fuck.
So I had other people do it for me, but you know, I was the capital owner, right? I own the machine, I own the tobacco, and in rehab, there's no shortage of employees who will roll up a whole pack of cigarettes for one of them. Yeah, as long as you don't smoke cloves, you're cool in my book. I agree. Cloves are trash. Fuck yeah, Izzy. All right. I'll text you my address. Sasquatch doesn't like cigars. I didn't like cigars until I was probably 30. It was a few years ago. I was like 33 or something. And My dad. I had one of my dad's just randomly, and for whatever reason, that time I liked the cigar. At 33 years old, I liked a cigar. Now the first time I smoked a cigar, I think I was 11, and I'd never really cared for them much until that time, and now I like them. Smoking is not gross; it's delicious. Well, so I was. No, I'm not doing cosplay today. I do have my horns. I can't put my horns on without Katie, and she's not here right now. So Sherlock Holmes pipe, maybe. Clothes do stink. It's not the right mic. Correct. Want to know why everyone else? Oh, that's Nightbot. I'll text her that make sure she's not using the camera mic. Sarah, if you're listening, she's probably listening. Sarah, make sure that you're not using the camera mic. We also have an extra hookah. You can right on. I had one hookah one. So I don't even know if I should tell this story. Anyways, I had a hookah, but I sold it. That's as much of the story as you get. I really had no use for it because I didn't smoke whatever you're supposed to smoke out of hookah, like apples and shit. I didn't have any of that. I was in college. I was a freshman in college at the time, and I've never been a weed smoker. Not for lack of trying, I've just never liked it. I know, I'm not dressed for the occasion. You get migraines with blood. Oh, Sasquatch, what do you think? She said she's restarting the computer. Fucking YouTube keeps not notification of Chuck. So I think that YouTube is limited to like 3 notifications a day or something. You need to turn off all your notifications to everybody except for me and Sarah. Primarily me, right? Like, you know what? If she, hey, thank you. You're not using the right mic. Yeah. This is great. I'm glad you like it. Do I have a Rasta hat? No, I don't have a Rasta hat. I've got my Pope hat. I've got, like one of the floppy, like Always Sunny in Philadelphia hat. No, I'm sorry, not Always Sunny. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. The floppy kind of like hat you'd wear fishing or something. I got one of them. I think those are my only hats. I used to have like a full-size replica Predator mask, but I broke it because I apparently wore it around too much. I should have a Rasta hat, but I don't even smoke weed. Rude mud crab. One of the most ancient, unevolved species on the planet, the horseshoe crab. Well, she'll double check it, or we'll talk to her when she gets back. How's my audio, by the way? You caught mono at a hookah cafe? Yeah. What happened with Claire? Okay, so with Claire, I I got annoyed with her finally and kind of went at her pretty hard, and then I told her to cam up, and she wouldn't, and so I kicked her, and then she fucked around in the chat for a while, and I told her that her next comment needed to be a dono, or else she was getting blocked, and she never commented again. So, yeah. Speaking of, let me put down my, well, this will go to my chat. Any support is appreciated. This is my primary source of income, and probably the last time you're going to see me for a couple days. I've got a funeral to go to out of town over the weekend. Rest in peace to him. You know, killed by the old. Of course, that's not what anybody's going to say, but you know, there are patterns. Hookah bars were a big thing back in the late 2000s. Yeah, which is exactly when I was in college. I graduated in 2009, so. Well, James, I'm glad that you listen. Audio is good enough. That works for me. I appreciate it. Are you using the correct mic? You're not using any mic right now. No hablo.
It's
No.
not letting me pick it. Like, it's showing the option, but it won't select it.
It's either unplugged or it's occupied by a different program.
Everything's closed.
Let's see. I'm gonna send. We apologize. She's gonna send out bikini pictures to make it up to everybody.
No, I am not.
Oh. It was worth a try. Let's see. Beetle Babe does that too. That's good. Good. Everybody can listen to me when they go to sleep. After the audio problem is solved, you're gonna split? You're just hanging around for the audio problems, huh? Do I think Based Oracle's next stream is because of the shit we gave him? I don't know what his next stream is. What's his next stream about? I'll have to look. Let me see. What is his next stream? Maybe you can show us your corn box set again to kill. You want to see that again? Actually, I do have other albums, but they're all kind of junk. I don't know. I could show the corn box set if people are interested. I don't know that anyone in the chat, if you want to see the corn box set, it's the super deluxe edition of which album is that? Paradigm Shift. That's the album. Yep. They only made like 200 of them. And I went through a phase of buying a lot of like music memorabilia when I was, when I had more disposable cash around. I had more money and less things to do with it. Good dating apps. Oh, plenty of Tinder fish. Nope. Go out and meet. You can meet girls in the wild. Pretend it's like Pokemon, right? And you're going out with your balls to throw them around. I think that's a good analogy for the generation. My husband told me that I'm such a nerd for having YouTube friends. Oh yeah, but you're addicted to it now. You're down and you're in it. Crabs are eventually the pinnacle of evolution. Everything will be a crab. Is that so? Well, I know that if horseshoe crabs have survived this long, like longer than dinosaurs or something, they you might not be wrong. Do you think that the Predator is a violent space Jamaican? I could see that. Makes some sense to me. Enjoy the feeble humans. Izzy, I think Claire was AI. I'm not entirely convinced Claire was even a real person. I'm not entirely sure. Plenty of Tenderfish. No, that probably is a real person. Well, vaginal audio excursion. You know, girls don't really get along with other girls. Just generally at all. So, have I ever settled the crispy thing? No. I don't know where you left off, but I've gotten a handful of texts from her since then, and some comments on some videos that I might be willing to read publicly for the right incentive. I did read them on my on members only stream. I've got Ko-fi memberships now, and I've done one members only live stream, and I did read them on that screen. So if you're interested, I think that that's available to all tiers. So if anybody wants to hear that, you can become a member of any tier to see that. But no, nothing settled. Sex stream tonight. Why do you think I'm the only one here? She's under the desk. I hope Mama Tomato and Papa Tomato are angry. I hope the senior tomatoes didn't hear that. Don't eat the stem. Tomato stems are not poisonous, are they? No. Yeah, please support Flo's smoking habits. That is correct. I do have one of those, and it's getting ever more expensive. His next stream is titled How to Be Healthy, Fit, and Super Cool. I mean, if I gotta, if I have to carry extra weight and send out bikini pics, I don't know. I'll just have to. I don't have a bikini, so I'll probably have to wear like a wife beater and put my dick in a sock or something. Yeah. Argument arena. If I would block you for that shit. 1, Cord makes me hard. I don't know if I like that Big Jake's Ranch, but corn is the shit. Happy Halloween, Johnny Apocalypse. That's a dope name. Sounds like from a punk rock band or something. Johnny Apocalypse, you're not in a punk rock band, are you? Has she tried hitting it? She tried hitting it, rubbing it, pinching it, twisting it, tweaking it. flicking it. I blame the C word too. Most things in water do eventually become a crab. Actually, that is correct. Tap every mic with your finger. Sarah, under the desk. That and kitchen only from now on. Good gal. Sarah looks AI. I don't think she's AI. I guess, you know what? I can't say that for positive, though. The reality is, we're all AI. You're the only real person here. It's just you and a bunch of computer blips. Has Flow State got a strong flow, or is he limp like ass man? I don't even know who that is. I don't even know what kind of flow you're talking about. I refuse to answer. Well, Lord of the Pies, I'm responding. I've got messages from 2 different chats going. Sorry, Lord of the Pies. Sorry you can't see both chats. You'll be fine. I'll ask her if she's a real human. Hey, Mark, how's your ass? If a wife has cancer, she should still perform her wifely duties. The truth lies in the hands. The hands of justice says. All right. I see you. Crispy's paperwork is in Lindsay's bedroom. What the fuck's it doing there? Crispy and Lindsay hate each other. I doubt it's there. What up, Sean G? The thing you miss most about my memberships is the custom emojis. I have good news. You probably know already because you were there last night. I'm eligible to reapply on, I believe it was the 5th, which is way sooner than I was thinking it was. So hopefully we'll be back rolling soon. I've been going back and cleaning up some of the shit on my YouTube channel. I'm thoroughly convinced, as is Sasquatch, that I've got a mod, and by that I mean somebody who works at YouTube has discovered me and taken a disliking to me, which is a bummer. But I'm pretty convinced it's politically related, right? And I don't do a lot of political shit anyways because I think it's all fake. So it should not be too hard for me and my hypothetical personal vendetta Facebook employee. It shouldn't be too hard for us to get along together, since basically whoever it is seems to want me to stay away from the topics that I kind of want to stay away from anyways. The issue is that there's nothing on earth more trending than American politics. It's the biggest made-for-TV drama ever made. Men from your woman, are you picking duty segs or only one? Well, if I have to obligate her with one, I would choose DUTY, because DOODY is one of those things that, like, I don't know. It's like you go for the ass until she says yes, and then you're like, I don't really want it. I just wanted to know, like, there's no reason for it, is what I'm saying. Flo, you need to put another mic under that pic behind you. Maybe raise it higher, or another pic. I need to put another picture. Yeah. I under it. Okay, so I need one right here and probably one right. Yeah. Fair enough. Tomatoes and nightshade. True. Yeah, I seen base news thirst trap. We like thirsty girls. To be fair, you have to eat a lot of them, but it's good to know now. You know, one more weapon at my disposal, right? The murder was committed with tomato stems. Hey, Flow State, do you have any weird stories about having to sacrifice seeing your favorite band or an emergency situation? Let's see. Well, so right before the lockdowns happened, you know, Rage Against the Machine has been broken up for what, 15, 20 years, for a while. But right before right before the lockdowns, they had got back together for a tour, and they were coming to Kansas City. And I remember looking at these tickets and just being like actually fucking torn, because to get shitty seats, it was like $350 a ticket. It was crazy. And I knew that if I went, like, basically I was looking at like a $1,200 concert for me and Katie to go. And it's one of those situations where you're fucked either way, because you know that if you buy it, you're not going to have a good time, because you spent so much fucking money to see them, right? That it's going to sort of suck the fun out of it. But if you don't see them and you never get another chance again, you're going to always regret it. So it's one of those, like, just fucking catch-22s. Luckily, I was put out of my misery by the lockdowns, and so the concert got canceled. That was probably, I think that's the only one I had to miss for some random reason. Although last time Tool went on tour, I missed the ticket release by 1 hour. I was 1 hour late getting on Ticketmaster, and every ticket at everywhere within like a day's drive of me was gone. So that was a bummer too, but you know, an emergency or an emergency situation. Let's see. Yeah, I do, but those are probably a little longer stories. I've saved a couple lives, 3. Three of them, but those are all longer stories. Actually, I don't even remember. I'll have to think about. I really only remember one of them. I know that it's been 3 of them because I remember the number, right? Like when the third one happens, I was like, oh, I've saved 3 lives now. But right off the top of my head, I can't even remember what 2 of them were. Got them ate up. It'll come back to me. The other one of them was a suicide attempt. All right, I'll tell that story because it's kind of interesting. When I was a sophomore in college, we lived in duplexes, and in this neighborhood it was all college housing, right? And my duplex across there was like just a wide open sort of field backyard, and other duplexes backed in the middle. So there was like a whole bunch of duplexes whose back patio dumped out in the same big ass sort of field. But the house across the back from us, or the duplex, there were some girls that I had known from the dorms, right? So, anyways, the girls had a party at their house that night, and then after it was kind of over, I was back at my house, and I was just going to bed and one of the girls was with me, and I was was just kind of laying down, almost asleep, and then I just sort of sat up, and I said, "Hey, we need to go back to your house. Da 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 is trying to self-delete." I don't know how the fuck I know or knew. If you believe in the woo stuff, if you believe in God, if you believe in miracles, if you believe in just maybe little subtle things that I had picked up in the night and then put together, my subconscious had picked up and then put together later when I was nearly asleep. Whatever caused it, that is definitely possible, because I'd been around enough of these events by that time that I would be able to pick up the cues. Anyways, so we went back, and the girl with me was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I was like, just don't ask me questions. Just let's go to your house. And we did. And she was. So after a failed attempt to kick the door, it's a little harder to kick a door properly than it looks like it is in the movies. I gave it one good kick because she had locked her bedroom door. Let me back up. When we approached the house, her room was on the ground floor, and I was able to look through the blinds just enough to see that she was laying on the floor, which isn't, and not moving, right? Which isn't a great sign. But so I went inside. I gave the door a kick. It didn't even think about breaking. It just told me, "Fuck you, fuck yourself." So I went and I got something to pick the lock with, and we went in, and she'd taken a couple bottles of pills and drank the rest of a bottle of something, and had left a note. But anyways, the EMT said that she would have died if it weren't for that. So there's the one that I remember. Now there's two more that I'll have to think on. Maybe it'll come back to me when I'm sleeping tonight. Why should you not eat the green parts of tomato? You've already been through 6 pairs of Haladala store socks. Right on. Of course. I'm way behind in the chat, I know, and I've gotten further behind since then. I'm not even trying to catch up. Bopping it. What's up, lawyer chick? You have extra cheetah banana hammocks, Uncle Fatty.
Okay.
Hey, there it is.
God, I had to like the settings, the website settings. Shit. What?
It's kind of laggy.
I feel like it's. I don't know.
What'd you do to piss off God?
I don't know.
Well, have you reset your router? I have to say, you hate the repetitive background music? I could see that, but it's sort of soothing to me right now. I don't mind it. Ass man, somebody did say your name. Oh my God, Mudcrab, if the cancer is bad enough, she wouldn't have a choice. Fucking savage. Straight to hell. If your wife sees it as a duty, you're not doing it right. Amen. That is correct. Who must be nice to you? That is correct. If you're talking to me, I'm always nice to you. Everybody must be nice to Lindsay and all the girls. By the way, I'm back on my simp enforcement mode. Flo, unslaved, dodge the open couch. Millennial shit talking coward. Was that? Did you have a stream, Tom? I don't care. I don't care, Tom. I didn't even know that you had an open couch because I wasn't paying attention. Maybe next time you should come over here and advertise your upcoming stream first, like you normally do. Let's see, where did you go? Oh, there it is. Panelist presents. Put user in timeout. See ya in 5 minutes, Nyaka. I know it's you. I just got done saying I was on my simp shit again. I have zero. I mean, not zero. Let me rephrase that. As far as Crispy and the money is concerned, she's not gonna get the boot off of her neck until the money's back. But that said, I don't have any expectation of the money coming back. I expect that I'll just never remove the boot from her neck. Yikes. The Panelverse presents. Don't mute me and you'll grow. If not, you won't. Well, too late for that. I just timed you out for 5 minutes. You'll be back. Don't be a douche. Duty sex, lizard tree, duty sex. There's 2 people in this world, dislike Taylor and white trash. That sentence doesn't even make sense, Tom. You're right. It should not feel like a job. Don't wave. I'm not staying. Bye. This stream lacks continuity because all I'm doing is reacting to the chat right now, Excursion. Bobby Johnson, we are having some technical difficulties. I'm not sure. The actual stream should start as soon as those are done. Jim Bob, what's going on? What the fuck is happening? Sarah's having some technical difficulties, so she's restarting her stream right now. Good to see you, Jim Bob. Skyworks is blocked on Andrew Wilson's and Jim Bob's. Well, I don't get blocked on mine too, I guess. Did they interview you for RG? Who's RG? I don't know what the RG is. Is this stream just watching some guy with a funny looking face ramble incoherently? So far it is. Yep. Good job, Skyworks. You went to high school with Zach De La Roca's girlfriend. No shit, that's awesome. You saw Laura Chick saw Rage Against the Machine in LA. It was insane. I bet it was good. I don't know where Andrew is at. Yeah, they're Rage for the Machine now for sure. That is your show name. Rave for the Machine. Wild Story Flow. I miss seeing Fish the day Phil Lesh died last week. I'm pretty torn. Sure wish I would have played my cards differently. I saw Fish when I was freshman in high school. It's not really my type of music. I like things with a little bit more like drive to it. Go see Pucifer. Are they touring? Oh, they're next year. Next year. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to do that. Rage and Woo was a dope ass show. Had backstage pass, but couldn't make it. Ah, man, because the whole fucking stadium was a mosh pit. It was fun as shit. I bet. Let's see what. I think the only band I've gotten backstage passes to was I think. Well, yeah, hell yeah. And I bought backstage passes to 2 of their shows. But Hell Yeah is a great band. and they're underrated enough that it was affordable. But for those who don't know, it's Hell Yeah is like a super band. It's got the lead singer from Mudvayne and the drummer from Pantera, and it's yeah, good shit. Actually, can I? Let's see. I can. Let's do a little show and tell. How about that? How boot that? I gotta boot up my OBS to share a picture though. But desktop. Now where did that picture go? That's not the one. I didn't delete it off. Oh no, there it is. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. You saw Tool and Rage at the 93 Lollapalooza. How old are you? In 93, I was like 7 or 6. Go see Red Hot Chili Peppers. I've seen the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Saw them in St. Louis. John Beert is correct. Sarah is down here. She'll be back in a second. I bet Jim Bob's block list is huge because mine's probably 130, and my channel's significantly smaller than Jim Bob's. No, I agree. Red Hot Chili Peppers was good, but not anywhere near the best I've ever seen. Slipknot was awesome. Awesome. um I've never been to Lollapalooza. Doing some VC cleanup, don't mind me. Right on. I haven't tuned into Rachel's in several days. What's been going on in the vinyl community? And most importantly, have I been being talked about? Are they talking about me? Are people still infuriated that I would be mean to the poor Dr. Robert, who is sucking all the air out of the room? Oh no, I will not use a regular lighter. You know that I won't. Is that chick you saved doing well these days? Yeah, she so after the suicide attempt, she dropped out of school, like, and moved back home for a while. But she got married a handful of years ago. We're still Facebook friends. We don't really keep in touch anymore. But she got married a few years ago, and she just recently had her first baby. Primus, always a great show on. Yes, Primus. I haven't seen Primus either. It would be dope though. You're pro Jim Bob is pro lockdown. He thinks it's good. Jim Bob, why is it good for people? You bet the music is causing Sarah to lag? I'll tell her. It's not a fundraiser. Actually, now that you mention it, Chuck, it is a fundraiser. Help me raise funds for the funeral I have to go to this weekend. Got a lot of driving ahead of me. Is it simper being a gentleman? What? Oh, me like not wanting people to shit on women in the chat? I don't care. I call it simp just to get in front of it because you know that that's the accusation that's going to come next. Being a gentleman is, you know, any dude that you stop from being a douche to a chick is always going to be like, you're simping. Well, if you weren't a dickhead, you know, I can see why you think that. Everybody who's not a piece of shit is probably a simp, huh? Les Claypool plays with Maynard and Pucifer. Les Claypool's in Pucifer. I didn't know that. Okay, I knew that Maynard was in it. What did I see? Shit. There's out on YouTube. There's a song where it's Maynard singing with Tool. It's the band of Tool, and I'm sorry, not Maynard. It's Les Claypool. Les Claypool's singing, and it's the band of Tool. And I can't remember the song, but if you find
better.
I think so far. I can hear you. I can see you.
You can hear me. You can hear everything I'm saying. And there's no lag.
There's a little bit of
lag. Fuck me. I reset fucking everything, god damn it.
Hey, hold on. Just let it run for a second. Why don't we go on? Because it seems it might smooth out.
I'm gonna smooth it out with it's not letting me select the right mic. Like the communications mic, it's not letting me select it.
It seems better than it was.
Still annoying.
It is still annoying. But I've just been talking to people, telling them stories of you know.
Delete your cache. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, you continue on, I'll try that.
All right, I'm way behind in the chat, so I've got plenty of chats left. Flow state, same old on the open couch. Queen Steven and Illumitami talking shit about flow and slow state. Yeah, and Mel. So I'll go back. I like listening to people talk shit about me. Flo, you should have a stream where you don't say any bad words and see how you do. I'll never remember to do that throughout a whole stream. Where's the money? People donated and are pissed. We gave it to Crispy, and we don't know what happened to it. Pucifer rocks. Flo can put a boot on my neck. My safe word is blueberry pancakes. So I won't ever remember that safe word. You don't get a safe word. When I put my boot on your neck, I choose this. I choose when it comes off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
It shouldn't feel like a chore. You're right. Yes, you're right.
that's why it's lagging. There's something. It's my internet. Even it says up here. It says the connection is unstable.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
I mean, you can't. You probably can't do anything about that. I would just power down your camera because that's going to eat up some bandwidth and wait it out. Unless anybody knows better than me, but
It's weird that my internet's running so slow. Like I don't understand.
we got a big ass storm last night. Did you?
No, it's been beautiful weather, but maybe that was like where it's coming from or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know. The weather knocked your shit out.
I have no clue.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than it was for sure on all fronts, on the lag and the audio. Oh, it's been suggested that maybe the little background music is what's causing the lag.
Here. How about you guys? I'm gonna drop the link. You guys can just play. There's no point in you sitting here trying to do this by yourself.
Okay.
And while I unfuck, there goes this whole fucking stream. Yeah, so I don't think it's my mic. I think it's just my internet's lagging and it's causing it to issue everywhere else.
Caucasian Sasquatch said StreamYard is doing stupid updates almost daily.
Mm.
Yeah, looky there.
It's Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had the hat on. Sorry.
This
Got a lot
is
of hats.
I have a lot of hats, but only in one style, and I only wear like 3 of them.
Yeah.
Do you have a knife? This is a knife.
Yeah, somewhere around here I've got some cool knives. Mostly guns though. I don't know why I have mostly. Oh wait, hang on.
If don't touch any guns on the screen. You know that already, right?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Yep. Just making sure.
Unfortunately, the sheath is stuck in the armor, but that's a knife, mate. I know not to show the guns. They're back there. You can see kinda right there. That thing.
What is that? A 1911 Colt?
2011,
2011.
and I built it actually.
Oh, nice. I never built a 1911. I used to build a lot of ARs.
You should. You really should build one. You seem mechanically inclined enough to do so.
I am. Yeah, I'll need to do that when I get expunged.
Mudcrab thinks I have a whip. I don't, but now I feel like I need one. I can't be accused of something and not have it. So, what kind of technical difficulties are we having here?
Her internet is bogging down in a bad way.
Ooh, that's rough, man.
Yeah. Let's see. I just sent her a text. I don't know if she can hear me or not. I don't know if it would make any difference if I tried to set up a new stream and run it through my end or not. I don't think. How are Grid and I on everyone else? We're all coming through clear, I think. Okay. Yeah, it's probably just her. How was your stream today? I didn't see a bit of it.
I wondered why you didn't come in. I assumed that you were getting some sleep or something.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good. I really enjoyed it. But we ended it about 30 minutes early because Andrew was doing the Destiny thing, and I just forwarded everybody over there. We were actually like in a pretty decent conversation. So
Nice. So what is your carry gun of choice?
It's a toolbox, man. It depends on the day, depends on what I'm doing.
You accessorize with it. I get it. I did too.
Yeah. I mean, normally I carry, all right. So my normal carry right now is a SIG P365.
Okay.
But I actually prefer full size guns. So I have an array of Glocks that I don't, the nice thing about Glocks is they're cheap enough to be used as drop guns. I don't mind leaving, wiping them down and leaving them behind.
I mean, we're probably in different financial situations. I'd be pretty butthurt about it.
Yeah. And I do carry, if I'm being all fancy, I've got a couple of custom 2011s that I built and 1911s that I built that, I'll run in like real cool leather holsters and stuff, if I got to, wear a jack or something. So, or a jacket, pardon me. I'm pretty tired actually right now. So I need to.
I think the Glock 19 is probably the best pistol ever made.
I mean, it's certainly a good size pistol. I'm really
it's a good size. The grip's at a good angle. It just runs. It just runs. I mean, Glocks have those terrible sights on them, right? You got to put night sights on it, but
yeah. I built a Commander. As a matter of fact, that is what is sitting right there. That you can see the grip and the magazine of sitting there. That's a 2011 that I built. That's Commander length, and so it's the same size basically as a 19, but it's an aluminum frame. It probably weighs the same or less than a Glock, and it runs like a sewing machine. It's so good. But the only problem I have with that one is when I had the barrel done, I had it done to be kind of a combination carry pistol and and a competition and a backup competition pistol. And so I didn't thread the barrel when I did that, and now I can't run it with the suppressor. So that's annoying. So I have actually a 20. I have a 1911 that I like to carry with a suppressor in it, or on it, and it runs. And I actually have a 38 super barrel for that. Safe and sound. My trophy is actually for second place in Pirelli World Challenge at the season opener at Barber Motorsports Park. Hey, I sent you that video. Did you ever actually watch it? Flo?
No. Where'd you send it on?
I just put it that day we were talking about it. I put it in the back chat.
Oh, no, I don't think I saw it.
Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't matter. So,
let's see here.
Most of my handguns do have threaded barrels now because I love suppressors.
Who was it down there? That's was it Electra? Somebody said that Heckler and Koch is better. Yep.
I actually have an H&K P30, and I like it a lot. It's the mag release for me because I'm so used to everything else. I don't carry it as much as I probably should. I love the grips though. The grips are awesome.
So this is HK 45T in OD green. They only made 1,000 of these, and I had 2 of them. Which when I got rated, and I forfeited. I had about 34 guns, I believe, that I've seized in my plea deal, or that I forfeited in my plea deal. And those 2 are ones I'm pretty salty about.
Yeah. I've never really got I've never had anything like seized or whatever, but I wish
Well,
it was for something I sold. So
yeah, it was a drug raid. The guns had nothing. The guns were all legally owned. There's nothing wrong with any of them, but it's a business first and foremost. The criminal justice system is. So.
Yeah. We talked about that the other day.
Yeah.
So we touched on it. We didn't really get a chance to talk about it.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, they decided that, you know what, if I was willing to give up my guns and ammo and my knife collection, that probation for 3 years would probably be sufficient instead of prison for 15.
Yeah, that sounds like a deal. Well, I actually, so I've had a couple of incidents at airports. We were actually talking about those on my stream today. So I've made it through the airport security to the hand wand, and I was randomly hand wanded too. They were just like taking every third person and just randomly wanding them. And I actually had my EDC on me. I was so used to wearing it that I hadn't even, and I was running behind. I'm so used to wearing it, I didn't even think about it, right? And I get up there and they wand me, and I'm like, oh yeah, whoops.
You're moving smoothly. Yeah, you're all good now.
Oh, thank Brett.
It's so much better, Sarah. I don't even know what was wrong before. I'm just going to say it's better, so you feel great.
I think it was just my internet. Hold on just a second.
You're a ditz, Grid. How the fuck did you ditz that one off?
so as a rookie guy, they wand me. They said, "What is that? Can you lift your shirt, sir?" And I said, "Yeah, absolutely." I lifted up, and I thought that they had picked up my belt buckle because they just hadn't told me to remove my belt. So, and right as I lifted it up, I obviously I felt it. I'm like, I know what's triggering it, and that was a Keltec P11, and so there's not a lot of metal in it anyway, and so the guy actually is like, sir, do you know you have that? I mean, do you mean to do that? And I'm like, well, I mean, I now remember that I get dressed this way every morning. And they called a supervisor over, and they're like, the guy listened to me for like 5 minutes. He's like, listen, here's you have, and this is the way all cops seem to talk. You have two choices. You can either go, walk through that like corridor over there, go outside, go back to your car, put it in your car or whatever, and come back through, or we have to do a bunch of paperwork and you're probably going to go to jail. I said, you know what? I'll be right back. And then the second time I had a suppressor in my backpack because I'd been out shooting, and I'd taken the suppressor off and I put it in the suppressor pocket of the backpack. And I'm just like rolling through the airport, and I just throw the backpack on, and I get to the other side, and the guy's got it. I know there's a problem when my bag doesn't come out, and the next thing I know, the guy's standing there and he's holding it, and he's like, what is this? And if I had said it was a custom lawnmower motor or a muffler for my mini bike, I could have just walked straight through, but not me. I'm too stupid. I say, oh man, that's my suppressor. I'm like, can I get that in my checked bag? Do you think can we do something about that? And they're like, no, you can't do that. And so there's actually, I now know the process for getting caught with things like that. Basically they confiscate it, and you fill out a form. They let you go on your flight. About 8 to 10 weeks later, you get a nice letter from the Department of Homeland Security saying that you can either choose to fight this and go to court, and you run the risk of a $10,000 to $15,000 fine plus up to 10 years in prison, federal pound me in the ass prison. Don't want to go there.
Or you can fuck off and we can keep your shit.
No, or I can pay an $800 fine, admit that I fucked up, and I get my suppressor back. And I'm like, I'll sit. Well, who do I pay? I'll be like, right now, I'm done. Like right now, let's make this happen. And I did have to fly all the way back to Las Vegas to get my suppressor, though. So those
plea deals really do a number on due process, don't they?
Yeah, yeah. It was crazy. It's like, why am I like? How is this even a choice? But I found that it seems like with cops, they give you two choices, and one choice is always like nuclear.
Right. Well, yeah, that's not really an option. That's a threat.
Yeah, there's really no option there.
Like,
right?
This is what's going to happen, and here's the threat.
Right. Yeah. This is what you're going to do. This is what I want you to do, and you're going to do that, or else.
But you know what I've found? If with cops, if you have too many little annoying infractions, you're not even be worth the paperwork.
Yeah.
Like I got pulled over with illegal tint, straight piped, swapped plates from another one of my cars. There was something. Oh, and I was going like 10 over. Right. The cop just looked at some of the parts. He was like, "Just go home."
Just get out of my face.
Right.
It's too much to write up.
Like you don't want to write all the paperwork for some piddly little shit, do you?
Yeah.
I have a buddy who actually did a slow flee, which is he had lights behind him. He just kept driving the speed limit and following all the traffic laws for about 2 hours, and the cops finally just gave up on it.
Oh wow, that's interesting. So I really pissed a cop off once because he put his lights on, and I thought I was in a dangerous place. So I put my hazards on and drove to the next parking lot and parked in the parking lot. And he was so pissed. He's like, "Why didn't you stop the minute I put my lights on?" I'm like, because there's a freaking highway with no shoulder. What am I going to do? I don't want to die. You know. But I've also had a gun pulled on me by a female sheriff's deputy. So that was exciting as well. I've had some adventures.
Sir, I have been raided 3 times. I've had good.
Yeah, I know. Look. I don't have your level of experience.
The last time I got raided, I was out on the back porch smoking a cigarette, and they did the single file lines around both sides of the house, and I heard him step on a twig. You know that my immediate thought was, "Fuck, they're back," and then I was like, "No." Who gets raided 3 times in 2 months or whatever? But sure as shit, they come around both houses, and the guy on the right is telling me they've all got ARs, and they're all booger hooks on the bang switch, and the guy on the right is telling me to lay down, and the guy on the left is telling me to put my hands on my head, and I'm going down like this, going, "You motherfuckers need to talk to each other."
Don't you shoot me.
All right, I disconnected my Rumble, my Insta, my Twitter. Everything's fucking disconnected. I have no other tabs open. Hopefully, I'm turning this into an official chill stream because I don't give a fuck at this point. I'm too angry. We'll do it another time.
All right. Well, I mean, you're sort of reneging on your duty, but
my duty. I don't. We could just whatever. I don't like. I am so frustrated at my laptop right now. I want to throw it, and so I'm trying to.
I just came up here to keep your buddy Flo company because
you just wanted to talk to your boyfriend.
He
still won't. There
you go.
Sarah, he still won't say that he loves me.
Fred, you love Flo.
We've moved on from hating him.
You love him. You have to love him in order
never
to
actually
hate him.
hated him. I just didn't like him. Yeah.
Well,
I don't understand why. Not like I was an asshole.
Yeah, not like you did any of that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, any more of an asshole than I am. I usually give people the benefit of the doubt when they're being an asshole to me, because at some point I've probably been a bigger asshole and just didn't realize it. So I just kind of go with it. I'm like, okay, I probably did something to deserve this.
Well, there's no reason to. I don't see any reason to let internet people like work on your brain that much. A lot of people really let that shit get in their head.
I don't understand that, man. Like for me, this is all just like, it's not quite a job yet where I like feel like this is work, but it's really like, dude, this is just, I come here, I hang out, I go home, right? Like this is, and none of this matters, right? Like, I mean, even though we can say we're friends and I will help people and I, but none of you people can make me mad or angry, right? Like you just can't.
Challenge accepted.
and
you're gonna be mad when I loosen your lug nuts.
Yeah. No, all right. So that's a bad deal.
I joke, I kid.
Hey, Mel.
And so there's no I just when I a lot of and I was explaining this. I've explained this several times, but a lot of the emotion that is shown, except obviously when I laugh because that's actual humor. A lot of times it's just like it's a gauged reaction because for effect based on what you've said or done, right? And a lot of times, sometimes I slow down enough. It takes me long enough to make the decision whether or not to be angry or upset or lash out at you or whatever. That you can actually see me make the decision in real time. Like, I'm gonna.
I've watched that happen before.
I'm gonna light that fucker up.
Yeah.
I just kind of pause. I'm like, okay, we're going.
But now that I think about it, though, I'm the same way in real life, though. Like, I don't really like people who want to piss me off. I don't know. It's just,
yeah. Why do you let it get to you, right? Like, and there's some of the there's some like it's all in your mindset, right? Like for me, like I've got a great family. I have a pretty decent life. This is all kind of relevant to my real life. I could turn the computer off, never come back, and it'd be fine. So,
yeah, I get that. Also, like, I think I just going through enough things in life, like, well, how's that song go? As life gets longer, awful feels softer.
You know what really changes you is when you get arrested. When you get I don't care who you are. When you get arrested, that can change your opinions, especially if it can grow you up really fast. Did Sarah freeze again? I noticed.
I don't know where she went. She seemed fine.
Yeah,
I don't think the first time I got arrested I was 15. I don't think that did much for me.
Well, yeah, I mean, as an adult, I remember I got I had like I said, I had a sheriff's deputy, a female sheriff's deputy at that, which hits really hard. Because I
bet that was rough for you.
You just don't know what's going to happen, right? And pull her gun on me, and she's like, "You have a gun under your seat," and I'm like, "Yes." Yeah, and many more. So she actually locked me in her car and removed all of my weapons from my vehicle and had them on the hood of her car, which was basic. That's
how many guns did you have in your car?
I don't know, probably like 5 or 6.
Is this a normal course of action for you?
It was at that time, yes. And she said she had them all out there, and she's running all the serial numbers. They all come back good, And I'm like, what? I'm like, look, I'm not a criminal. And I'll never forget that gun being pointed at me. That was because I was like rolling up the window, and I looked over, and I'm like, oh, look at that.
Yeah, I had a kind of scare where I forgot that I had a gun in the center console one time when I got pulled over, and I did the same sort of thing where I was looking for my wallet or insurance or something. I opened it and it went, but the cop had seen it. But he's like, "I saw that. You're fine."
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it's interesting stuff, man.
Sarah, me and Grit are ready for duty sex.
Nowhere.
I did watch my. I did watch.
Have your moment.
I did go and look at my router because it keeps it'll keep freezing, and I went and looked at my router, and the light went yellow, which tells me it is the router that's going in and out. So we can do duty sex. We can make it much more less formal.
You don't even have to stop putting on your lip gloss.
I'll just sit here and just put my lip gloss on for the rest of the day.
Yeah, the old putting on her makeup pose is anyway. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Like, no, we don't have time. We got to go. Yes, the fuck we do. Just like that.
Just like that. So we'll make it more casual. I'll go ahead and just say fuck it. We'll open up the panel. We can get into it. I don't even care at this point. Whatever happens, happens. I really had a whole structure. I have notes, okay? But I don't even...
Well, next time, that'll be...
Hold on. So when she told me about this, she miscommunicated, or I misheard, but probably the former. Or the latter.
You're just an idiot.
Yeah,
I do not miscommunicate. I clarify.
I titled one of my streams yesterday, something about duty sex. And then she's like, "Man, that's my topic. You can have it." So I didn't even cover it at all. I just pivoted.
Specifically said Thursday night I'm doing duty sex topic. Do you want to do duty sex with me? And you were like, "Yeah, that sounds great. I'll totally do it."
I didn't think you meant a stream.
Oh my God, Phil, I even told you, I said we can play the game
You
where
said, "Do you want to do duty sex with me?" I was like, "Yeah, that's great."
Oh, stop that, Flo. But I even said, like, we can even just wait to open the panel and do your little Cash App thing. That way you can still make your little part on that end and all of this stuff. Like, I gave you every option to capitalize on this.
And now,
yeah. And now, oh, I forgot. Dick.
Well,
That was a dick move. No,
it wasn't. What are you talking about?
Duty.
I perfectly corrected.
Yeah. Last minute because I
That
threatened you with
dick
death.
move. That was a fucking Prince Charming move. I
No,
already
it
had
was
the stream
not.
titled.
You did not. You were like, "Yeah, I totally just named my stream Duty Sex." And I'm like, "Why would you do that? We're not doing the topic yet." "Oh, I'm going to do it." "No, you're not." "I'll never talk to you again, Flo."
Flo doesn't care.
Yeah. I'm okay with just turning it into a chill stream and, I don't know, maybe doing this one tomorrow night or something. I don't even fucking care at this point. Do whatever you want.
You'll have to do duty sex with someone else tomorrow night. I got a funeral to go to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Anyways, I'll drop the link if anybody wants to play. You can come on and play.
Okay.
I don't even fucking care.
Gotta get a drink.
But yeah, it was a whole structure and everything. I had a whole conversation with Andrew because I wanted to make sure I got it right. And I really wanted to compliment him on his perspective. And it was a really nice, I did a lot of work for Grid, sympathize with me.
I am. I'm I'm very sympathetic to all the work that you put into the stream that you'll just do later. So
Right.
first, you gotta fix your router. I mean, I went through that. I had to do all that nonsense.
Yeah, well, it's never done this before. It's like completely going in and out.
I had a problem with my router, and it ended up being that I needed to clean the inlet for the fan and the exit because it had kind of just gotten dust and husky hair in it. And once I just cleaned it, and it works. Also, I could actually hear it. The hint that it might have been that was like you could hear it straining. Yeah, you could hear it straining, and it was hot. So I decided not to do that. So I had to get, and I need to get a new router. I just been not doing it. Yes, Naomi, whatever. Yes, that's correct. It is not doing its duty. Hashtag sex.
Yeah, I think it's just a fluke. I mean, I reset everything, but this one down in the basement, because I have another one upstairs, but this one keeps I keep watching it. I can see when it goes into, like when this starts freezing, I look over and I can see it goes yellow. Cycling. So, but then it comes back. So now this area I live in, like our internet, not our internet, but our phone service will just one day it'll just not be working, and another day it's brilliant. This is why most of the phone calls I make are like FaceTime, because it'll feed off the Wi-Fi instead of the cellular. But obviously the Wi-Fi is getting all weird today, so I don't know. I'm not sure. Whatever. But I'm over it. No, I'm not over it. I'm very mad about it.
Yeah, you got your mad face on.
I really was excited for this conversation. I was super excited because I, had the conversation. I did the back work. I looked up a lot of stuff, and I was just really excited for this one. I thought it was a great topic, and now I'm just mad because it's over an hour of just stalling from fucking internet. And suck my big toe. Hi, GS. How are you?
Wait. How are you? You guys were falling in love before I even hopped on the show. Wait, what's the deets? I thought you'd be falling in love with me. I just looked at I just finished up my live. I sent folks your way.
My title.
Oh, okay. So hopefully some of my crowd came over.
I did not notice that. That's dirty. That's dirty.
Oh, with each other. Oh.
That's dirty.
Well, you
falling
got to say it now.
The new title, for those of you who have not yet refreshed your YouTube page, it is currently Sarah's internet sucks, but Grid 1 and Flo are falling in love.
I think everyone's internet's taking a dump lately. I don't know what's going on. Probably the end of the world.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It's weird because I was on Rachel's show this morning and no problems whatsoever. And Flo, when we were backstage, you didn't seem to have any issues, or at least not that I noticed.
I didn't say anything. I figured that it would smooth out because sometimes it
would have been helpful to know then.
Well, I mean, I showed up a little late. You know, it's not really like we did a lot of hanging out.
Well, he said that accusatorily. Like maybe you should hang out more.
I said that accusatorily. I'm on my heels. Like I turn over the topic to her, even though I've already titled my shit.
Oh shit! Let's make some money. We should all go. We could be the Brady Bunch. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, no, the rest of us can't make money. You could make money. It's a sexy Halloween contest.
Ooh.
Oh, I just show up naked. Shut down the whole stream. I win. Done.
Get $1,200, and since I'm your pimp, I get half of it.
No.
Pimps usually get 80, don't they?
Basically, I get all of it, and you get your next crack rock.
No, Stank D would get 10% for giving the
tip.
Yes, thank you.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
So Grid 1. Didn't you say something about you were going to put out Hawktua merchandise?
No. The guy who did the original Hawktua merchandise, he is doing my merch for me.
Okay, that's what I heard. All right.
Yeah.
How's that working? Is it actually happening or?
Well,
in
he's
development?
An old retired guy, and he moves like one.
Right,
so
good for him.
You know, yes, but also not anytime soon.
Fair enough.
And part of that is the artwork has been just kind of a real pain in the ass. It's just people say they'll help out. They help out for like 2 days and then done.
That's the nature of artists. They're very temperamental.
Talk to a chick.
I would take that as an insult, kind of. She's cute, but I wouldn't want to look like her.
Who, the Hawktua girl?
Hawktua.
That whole thing's just bullshit, though, isn't it? Like she just said some funny stuff. Like she's actually
literally
virgin.
said Hawktua. Spit on that thing.
She was a little tipsy,
mm-hmm.
and she just said some funny shit.
I mean, that would be something I would say, right? If I was passing by and somebody's like, "What would you do if?" and I'd be like, "La la la."
I don't even think it's. She's gotten so fucking big from such an insignificant.
Innocuous?
Yeah, it feels like a plant or something. Like, don't you have
two other people said almost the same thing? They just didn't say it nearly as funny as she did.
Oh.
So yeah,
I mean, I actually heard she's kind of a good old down home country girl. Like, you know, kind of actually not really all that.
She lives 20 minutes from my mom. So yeah,
she probably your mom probably made cookies for her at one point. Probably babysat her at one point.
This the chick is so wholesome. She quit college to take care of her grandmother.
Definitely sounds like a fake fucking story.
And she worked at a country store kind of deal, and then she worked at a spring factory.
Yeah, she partied too much. Yeah. I don't believe that story at all. I don't believe, like, everybody who moves back in with a relative is doing it to take care of them, right? Come on.
Well, I mean, in the South, that actually happens. I understand it in other parts of the country because I have that same thing. I'm like, oh yeah, moved back in.
And
means you were failing.
So somebody saying that they had to take care of an older relative when I hear that, I have the same response when somebody has what is it? Self-employed on their business on their profile or something.
Oh yeah,
You know what that means?
it means they're a hustler, bro.
It means unemployed.
Mr. Life, how are you?
That means unemployable.
Shut up!
You
I'm
didn't
talking to
finish-
Mr. Life.
You didn't
Quiet.
finish the word.
Me and Grid are having our bromance.
Yeah,
You-
they're doing a
you
little, doing a
literally
little
had-
slap and tickle.
You guys had like 45 minutes of a
And
bromance
then
while I'm
you
over here
titled
yelling
it
at my
this.
router.
And then you titled it this.
Well, now I want to talk to Mr. Life for a second. How have you been?
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Life is absolutely great. I'm happy to see you, the prettiest woman on YouTube. That's what I'm calling
Off
you.
the cap.
Oh,
Hey, I
wait.
gotta put
Why
down,
is
right?
everybody wearing ball caps except for you, Mr. Life?
Because I got my fresh edge painted on, so I got. If I
can't
put it on
smear
the
the
head,
edge.
it might come off. You got to
Hold
get the edge
on.
painted
I'm
on
gonna
while
have
it's
to-
painted.
I can't split these two up, but I got to put you in the middle now since you're the
You
You
only
got to
one not
change
wearing.
this. We're facing the wrong direction.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Little kisses.
You know,
There
I
you
gotta-
go.
Okay, no, put us
Aw.
back now.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
You got to
gross.
put him back. Flo's
Yeah.
my bottom for sure. He's 100%
He's turning his back on him. He's turning his back. He's turning his back. I love that hat, Hawk Tour 2024. That would make the best presidential candidate ever. It'll solve all the world problems.
Oh my God.
Enough Hawk Tour would solve some problems.
Blow
Yeah,
down
she
for
said it.
everyone.
Signed, baby.
Flow
love
State,
it.
what's going on, sir?
Same
you
shit,
doing?
new day. How about you?
Man, I saw this title, so I had to come in and chime in. We talking about duty sex, or are we way off that by now?
We've already done it.
Oh,
Yeah, that
did-
guy's
we-
burned.
We
Oh,
didn't
I'm
even
scared
do it. We didn't even do it.
you didn't even
We
do it?
oh well. We did it. We thought about doing it.
Thought about doing it?
Did you
Yeah, they never
do?
All
Did-
people got shot.
The
They
reason
just,
I asked-
they docked the tips. That's it.
I just-
Didn't
I
go any
just-
further than docking. They were just docking.
I thought about it while jerking off and talking to the chat.
Oh, that just sounds weird.
It was weird. It was really weird.
This is what happens. This
That
is what
is
happens
way-
when you
that
leave
is-
Flow State by himself on a stream.
Yeah,
And
no,
you have
man.
no control.
Masturbating.
You
But
would
I
go
did-
past shadow ban. You just want to get banned.
I did tell him to. I did tell him to entertain the people. So I guess that's his way of entertaining the people. I mean, if it's small and it's funny, why not?
Well, even small wieners are a TOS violation.
Who is Benjamin Balderson?
Small wieners matters.
You know who that is?
All wieners, man.
No, not off my head.
No, man.
Hold on. I feel like this looks familiar, but I can't tell if it was somebody annoying or not. Benjamin Balderson, speak, my friend.
Hell, how you guys
Wow.
doing?
We're doing well. Have you been here before?
No, I'm a known speaker in the YouTube community. I just started doing debate. I speak on alchemy normally. I'm one of the presenters. I'm not a flat Earth presenter, but I'm real big in the flat Earth community.
Oh, that's fair.
I speak at the Flattoberfest 3 or 4 years now.
I feel like I've seen your name somewhere else. I don't know where.
There's a
And I also
Flattoberfest.
speak about being an Odinist. I live off grid. I'm an Odinist, so I get around.
What's an Odinist?
I follow Odin.
Like a heathen,
I'm a Germanic heathen.
a pagan. Actually, is I believe the terminology.
A Viking.
I'm not a Viking, but yeah, the same people.
I think we got two Vikings now.
Oh, Grid, you're in for a treat.
Wow.
Right in the middle.
I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. What the hell
I'm-
did he
So
set his
you're
beard
the
on
first
fire?
one we're gonna have to conquer.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing you're in between us then.
Oh my, Grid. I'm sorry.
This
Ping
is
pong,
freaky.
ping
This
pong.
is this is real freaky right now.
There's
Talk
a
about
lady
being between
on a
between-
story. Other.
See, this is making me happier now.
Our duty
just
sex
wanna-
stream got
You
gay
know-
real quick.
You know what? It's not even worth it to see you smile.
It's not worth it.
That got aggressive real quick.
It's
Whoa.
not
It
worth
did.
Where'd that come from? Grid. Who hurt you?
it.
You hurt me. I'm
Yeah.
not hurt at all. I think it's
Okay,
funny.
okay.
Look, We got a picture. The correct picture. The frame detected my mood.
Oh, behind you? Is that what you're talking about? Is that the picture?
Yeah, it changes every so often.
You got a little anime angry.
You angry?
What is it? Are those? Or I think that's their vinegar strokes.
Vinegar strokes. What's a vinegar stroke?
The look, man. None of you know what vinegar strokes is. It's the look on your face right as you nut.
I was gonna say it sounded like something from Massengale.
Oh, Jesus
or something. I
Christ.
don't know.
Look at him.
I
Look
don't
at him.
understand why usually you can kind of get why
It's
a
not like
thing
some
is called a
masturbation
thing. I'm not getting
Okay,
the
it's
correlation
from-
at
I
all.
think. Did you pick that up in prison, Flo?
No, I picked it up from what's
I
that?
broke Sarah. I broke
that-
Sarah. Sarah's done.
No, Grid. That was the soap that he picked up in prison. That wasn't.
I would definitely make generally
Sarah's
specific
done.
my little prison
Sarah's
wife.
done.
Dude,
I would
I already
tell that
called you.
pussy
I already
to
called you
my
my power bottom. You'd be collecting my cigarettes, folding my
I
laundry.
was
would
about to
tell
say he
you
picked it
a
up from his
little-
transgender friend. No, I don't.
I can't hear over Sarah's giggling.
Like vinegar.
Oh yeah. So
What's
I don't
that?
drink.
the vinegar strokes. It says you make a face like you're smelling a spoonful of vinegar, and if you look into somebody's eyes during their vinegar strokes, you can see their soul.
Where did you get that
I'm
from?
really made up.
That sounds really made, but it was cleverly made up. It was cleverly made up. We can say that.
Mhm.
That sounds like
That
some
was fucking
English.
great.
That's science.
vinegar
That's
stroke?
well-established science.
Well established. All right. And now we lost the Viking.
Let's
Two down.
Vinegar strokes.
Two down.
Let's drop the soap
Two down,
emoji
two
in
to
the
go.
chat.
Jeez.
How dare you? How dare you?
I don't know how laughing translates, but we could probably see their vinegar strokes are damn near.
Vinegar strokes.
I think Sarah needs a nap.
Who has a stroke from vinegar? I'm still
I don't
waiting.
know.
I was waiting for that one.
Wait. Do you mean like a stroke, like when you're stroking out, or like a stroke, like a stroke? Like you
No,
Oh,
like you're on your final
Somebody
stroke. You're on your final stroke.
Oh, got it. Okay. Got
Oh,
it.
so I know.
That makes more
But
sense.
you know what, though?
Holy shit! This whole
only.
time I'm thinking somebody smells vinegar and like starts seizing out or something. Like what?
That makes it even worse. But essentially, only a girl would know what that face looks like.
I don't think that from Flow State. It might be some
Yeah.
yeah. too.
If any of you know what that face is, you're either
Yeah.
doing it in the mirror
Flo,
or you got some explaining
whenever,
to do.
whenever
Pull up
Flo
the share
bangs his
screen. Pull up the
boyfriends,
share
he's never
screen.
There's
face
a
to
reason
face.
there moved ceilings. I mean, you know.
Flo doesn't do face to face banging with his
Oh,
Why don't you
boyfriend.
just move out of the way, Taco?
It's not true. Flo's got a
Stop.
wife.
Is it the vinegar
I'm just
strokes?
gonna stop
What
the
are
mean
vinegar
talk. I'm
strokes?
sorry, Flo. I
It's the point
apologize.
during the sexual experience when a man is about to orgasm and he makes a face like someone put a spoonful of vinegar up to his nose.
Oh, yeah, well,
Oh,
that's
okay.
horrible. I never heard vinegar strokes before, but there is that moment where you're just like, I don't care what happens right now, I'm finishing. The bee could be stinging you on your eyeball. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta finish. There's
Might
a
wanna
tipping
pause it.
point.
Have you guys ever seen each other's vinegar strokes?
No,
No man should
Right.
ever see that.
no.
Well, rumor has it, if you look into a man's eyes during his vinegar strokes, you can peer into his soul.
Thank you, Dances with Taco.
That is the most sparkle thing I ever heard in my life.
Sparkle.
Sparkle.
Yeah, meaning gay. We call it the sparkle community. that's
Oh,
Sparkle.
Lord.
Oh, that's what that means.
yeah, that's
Okay.
very sparkly. That's Flow
feel
State.
like
What are you watching?
Sparkly. I feel like sparkly is sparkly in and of itself.
Yeah, it is.
my God.
We actually get it from it was a gay preacher, and she gave us the term the sparkle. She was like Sparkle Jesus, and she said Sparkle Jesus. So we just kept rolling with it. Sparkle Jesus. She had Sparkle Christ. Everything was sparkle. So we just started using it too as well. Yeah.
I could see how that would catch.
Yeah. The sparkle community. That's what we call them now. The sparkles.
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 It's sparkly. Everything's sparkly.
So now every
Oh.
time Good One looks at that picture when it flashes on his screen, he's going to think of vinegar strokes, and it's going to fucking ruin it for him.
I'm not going to think of that at all because everything you say is vinegar stroke. You got to look into a man's face. That don't sound right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why it's still just a legend.
He's like, you're
Only
looking to a man
girls.
face?
Only the ladies should know.
Great.
I'm hoping I'm high enough to have forgotten that by tomorrow.
Oh my God. I'm going to drink this one away.
I hope I'm drunk enough to forget that in the next 5 minutes.
I don't think so. You know.
I'll bring it back up.
Yeah, Naomi, we all thinking the same thing. Vinegar strokes. Hot tool.
Spit on
Change
that
the word. Spit on that thing. Change the word.
Oh my God. My head is spinning now because I laughed so hard.
Why is your head spinning?
I think
it hurts.
I mean,
that's what she said.
Didn't you just say you had 2 inches?
But it's a savage too.
Do your thing, my man. It's not the size, it's the strength of the back. Just remember that.
And the speed of the
it's all about the friction.
It's not a jackhammer, it's an air hammer, but it's a fast one.
So you do the bunny rabbit.
They call me Thumper. Don't you wish we'd done the topic now?
He's got
totally,
the giggles.
Totally wish you would have done the topic now. Look at my boy Grid. He is the white cream in a vanilla Oreo sandwich.
I feel like Grid is sliding lower in frame.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Are you just gonna sneak out the room? Gonna slide down off?
No. I know. At some point, this will get. It will get really, really funny, and then I can laugh. That'll be great.
It's just a little bit gay right now.
It's been a lot gay.
It's
been a lot gay.
Ladies to the panel. Ladies to the panel.
Please bring some ladies to the panel.
There's so much sword fighting going on up here. It could be a
Ladies,
Renaissance.
I can't. Ladies, this is your official invite. Please make your way to the stage. Thank you in advance. Clean up on aisle 3.
Oh, we need it.
Oh my
When you were laughing,
God.
right? No, come on. Man.
Damn sausage party.
Who do you speak of? It's me, Donald John. I'm fabulous.
Oh, we got Donald John finally showed up. Donald John.
Eve. I'm here. It's Hallows Eve. I understand. Look, it's a complete sausage fest. My great uncle Arnold would be deeply disappointed. He would put all your pictures in a frame, hang them on the wall, and then blow them all up for looking at you pitiful sapsuckers. What is happening here? A real man has established himself. I have the biggest mustache. You must bow down. Bow down to the biggest mustache.
Oh wow, we lost like 20 views in the last 3 minutes.
Just 20?
Oh, Donald John.
You know, and that Get Up, the only thing I hear is that song from it was a kind of a meme song from the early 2000s, Saudis and Audis.
What?
Saudis and Audis? You've never heard it YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's hilarious.
Right now. I'm gonna listen to it. I'll mute you guys. Saudis and Audis.
Saudis and Audis.
Saudis and Audis.
Putting in the research
Very funny.
Right now. She's stashing it. She's like, we gonna revisit.
Oh my God. Does this look right? These two
that's
guys?
right. That's right.
Andrew,
All right, I'm gonna mute myself.
Andrew started about 20 minutes ago. I wouldn't feel too badly about it.
Yeah,
nice
it's
dry
good.
promo.
So I want to know. I didn't get to hear the nice letter that you sent to him that he was going to read off on his live chat. Unfortunately, I was doing some editing and I paused it, and then it went away. So it's actually like, that was a nice shout out.
Oh my God, I was like, my eyes leaked a little bit.
Good.
But no, and then Rachel stopped by early in the chat. I was going to talk about that too. So Rachel Wilson stopped by in the chat earlier to say thank you, because I went on Millionaire Bachelor, right? Millionaire Bachelor. That's his name. I went on his show the other day. Like, I just showed up in the chat and he said, yeah, come on up. And I was like, all right, cool. So I went up and we were chatting and he was kind of like, being very derogatory towards Rachel about her having 3 baby daddies, right? And I kind of was prompted to say, like, well, why is that such a bad thing in this instance? Like, do you know, like, and I just kind of went through reasoning with him of like, you don't know the situation unless you were there. How do you know? It could be this, it could be that, and I just went through all these things. So she stopped by earlier just to say thank you for not letting him just sit there and bash me or bash her the whole time, basically. Which was very kind. But I mean, like, people just want to look at surface level items like titles, right? Oh, you're a single mom, you're female, you're a feminist, you're a
simp,
you're this, right? But never do they actually look at a holistic picture of a person. And I think that when we start asking the questions why, how, who, when, what, whatever, that's when we can actually, like, how can you make an informed judgment when you're not informed? And I don't think that that's fair to anybody. And to utilize that as a weapon because you don't have any other argument is like, it behooves me that people just do this left and right on the internet. I mean, I can sit here and say Flow State's an idiot, but we all know that he's a goofball, but I still love him to pieces, right? He's still here. Like, we could all sit here and say these things, but at the end of the day, if you're making actual judgments on people without knowing anything about their personal lives, just what you see on a screen, then I think that you're being ignorant. Fair enough. But yeah, I sent a nice little card to Andrew, and I had my youngest, I had him draw some pictures and write thank you, and then I had the bratty tomato, I had her write a little thank you note as well. And I didn't think he was gonna read it on fucking panel like that.
Oh no!
I was like, oh my god, he's reading. I'm not mad or anything, but it was nice that he didn't make fun of me for it, right? Like, because you know how Andrew can be like, once
he said you said some nice words, some kind words.
Yeah.
And he really genuinely seemed like he wanted to read it off.
Yeah, it was sweet. It kind of melted my little heart. I was like, he likes it. Mikey likes it. But yeah, anyways. But now I'm totally turning into another red tomato now. So anyways, but I believe that, the whole concept of writing that, because I realized, I was like, oh yeah, I know he has a P.O. box. So I got that. And I thought, we've just kind of the world is just flying so fast in a lot of different ways that nobody sits down and really says thank you anymore. Like, whether it's handwritten or in person or whatever the case may be. And I feel like those traditional pieces of who we once were don't really come about. What the fuck is backstage right now? Hold on. All right.
Something weirder than me?
Yes. I can top it. All right, let me DJ Electra.
Yeah, it's me, DJ Electra. This is my costume.
Okay. It looks animated.
Me.
All right.
I know Electra.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right.
Hi.
Oh God.
Okay, I will admit your costume's a little bit better than mine.
I said it could top
but
it.
not as good as Donald John. No.
Donald John. And shout out to Don Juan with the $1.99. Flo is ignorant of Aquinas. Just saying. What up, y'all? Thank you, Don Juan. We appreciate you.
Happily ignorant.
$2 just to say that. By the way, hi, I'm the Furby. I'm reporting. I'm a femoid, and I'm reporting for sex. I'm reporting for sex duty.
Oh my, sex duty.
Don Juan, have you read Nietzsche? You need to read Nietzsche's Antichrist.
Well, Don Juan says
that way just to trigger him, right?
Don Juan says GS is ignorant of migrants. We are the future. LOL.
Yeah, I don't ever get migraines. So yeah, I'm ignorant to migraines. You're right, Don Juan.
Get ready for the furry invasion. We're migrating to the U.S. just for UGS.
I hope you all do. I would just stomp on things left and right.
We're a lot faster than you would think.
Nah, it's just terrible. Reminds me of that Trouble with Tribbles episode on Star Trek.
So I'm
Oh,
sorry, is
yeah.
nobody going to take me up on my sex
Why
duty
didn't
offer?
anyone just step on them?
Sex. It does, gentlemen.
We're probably
would
all too
anybody?
old for you.
Relationships are
I
very
am
strange.
officially
I'm panicked.
auctioning off the Melanie, the Furby for sex duty. All takers, please report backstage. Thank you.
Starting bid goes at $1.
$1.99.
High class
Aw.
coos right
How
there.
generous
Yeah.
of you.
We should have an auction.
I will
Foxtrot.
auction. I will auction my lip gloss. I'll slip it in the mail. Starting
No,
bids.
we refuse to have your
I
lip
bet
gloss.
if
Sarah.
if
We
you
don't
had
want
like
to
a
smell other males' testicles. You keep your lip gloss. How dare you do that to us?
no, you should auction the lip gloss, but let people do a blind bidding through email.
All right.
Because
Well-
I bet that there are dudes that would buy that. They just don't want other dudes to see them buying that.
We'll do blind biddings on any of my. I don't want to put my email out there, but
You know
any
what?
of my.
I got this. Email
Don't
me
care.
your
No,
blind
I
bid.
don't want you in any connection
But
with any
I'm
of my money. 'Cause
pimping you.
You will tell me a price, and then you'll keep 50%.
I don't know what. Yes, I'm going to take my cut. I'm your pimp.
Pimp for a different hat, bro.
All right, hold on.
We do need more white pimps.
If I knew that this was going to be
Black
like a
pimps
costume,
have been taking over the
Sorry.
industry for years. We need more
I'll
white
put
pimps.
on-
You're
I'll put on
welcome,
some
Flow
jewelry.
State.
Yeah, you
Hey,
got
folks,
to throw on a rope.
I did some research on Fox Furbies just now, and it turns out that we're really easy to topple over, and then like once we're toppled over, we can't run at all. We're pretty useless. But
Wait, Furby?
like, yeah, I would show you, but apparently our underside is TOS. So that's how
Oh.
I do the sex duty, though. I just found that out.
So, like opposite of a weeble wobble, you do fall down. Got it.
Oh, well, Don Juan
What?
coming in with the $1.99 says GS has lame jokes. He can't even read. LOL.
I
He's not wrong.
I think GS has dad jokes, and I love dad jokes. They always make me laugh. Oh, sorry, GS, I
You're
got
just
you over
being
under the
polite.
phone. No,
got-
I'm
I
a
could.
huge. Oh my God, this panel would not be complete without none
Where's-
other than.
Where's my Halloween kiss, Sarah? I'm not here for anybody else. but
That's
you.
not creepy.
I'm sorry, I didn't bring
Yeah,
protection.
Don't worry about it. You don't matter. You don't matter.
Go get his
Keep
rubber.
telling yourself that.
Want their camera back?
Where's my
Halloween kiss?
You can be
He
quiet.
has
You know,
extraordinary upgrade,
you know-
downgrade internet.
Well, you
Last
gotta be
two times
careful
I
with
talked to
your
you,
words.
you were a complete dickhead. So I'll be a dickhead back to you. My
I love
kiss.
this
Oh,
upgrade,
be
downgrade
What did you
internet.
call
Does the
it?
Furby just roll out?
Be careful, he might rage out and get
Is
naked.
that what happened there?
Well, I don't know what happened to Sarah, but don't you believe that the Earth?
No,
is
that
flat?
not Sarah.
I'll be right back.
What do you
Just a
think
second.
happened to Sarah? She left because you're
He's
creepy as
filming
fuck.
from a hoo-ha.
No. Sarah is.
You're like,
absolutely
where's my
golden.
Halloween kiss? She was like, fucking cam down.
She gave it. Yo, go clip that. She gave it. She knows she gave it too. I mean,
Yeah.
you're the one with the
You know, even
problem.
the Furby, even the
And even
Furby,
the Furby
couldn't
left.
wear enough condoms
You
to
know,
be
little
real
insecure,
girl
This
and
kid.
pissing contest is an
You know,
inch
Chris,
away
you
from
seem a
being
little
over.
insecure over
Literally.
there.
Can I
you
move
know?
my seat?
All right,
please?
I'm
Can
back.
you move me?
Yeah,
Grid.
here
Thanks.
you can
I
switch
mean,
spots with
generally
me.
specific,
Hello.
the Grid seem very patriotic, you know.
What a terrible pissing
You know, all I
contest.
see who's fighting for the true freedom of the world is Israel, and I don't see America except sitting there with their thumb up their ass like they always have.
Hmm.
Yeah, how do you like
I
that?
thought it was
Where
you
we-
with
You're
the
Marine,
I'm sorry,
trying to fight
where
your way,
we-
Marine,
Well, you're an
trying to fight
American.
your way.
Do you sit with your thumb up your ass?
He
I
probably
I would
would.
He
love-
definitely
Paper
has his
bag.
thumb up
God
his ass.
bless
I think
Israel
so.
fighting
Do
Islamo
you
Nazis
Do
all
you think he got
over
it
the
past all
world
those deeds?
on 8
Not
fronts.
sure.
On 8 fronts, and what do the
Probably
Marine
like a cave.
expeditionary the teams do? They sit.
This message is sponsored in part by.
That usually shuts them up. Don Juan coming in with the $1.99. Flo, niche is lame. Sarah, you missed a chat. Oh, sorry. Let me go back.
Oh yes.
No, I got this one. Oh, here it is. Furby and RP red hair are ignorant of free will. Ha.
So I
love
may or
that
may not have. I may
Is
or
this
may not
dude-
have
This
succeeded of
dude
taking
got
that.
both them
fuck
two
out,
to
by
roll
the way.
right out just by coming in.
Who else rolled out?
Yeah, somebody did.
Oh,
I know Furby.
both the anime
Furby guy.
people thingy, the Furby person, and then the.
Oh.
No, Electra's next to me. She's safe.
Yeah,
I took my costume off. I changed.
Oh, there are. Oh, yeah. Okay, you switched to a.
Is
She
that
got
Don Juan's hair? Is that the guy that just donated? I'm looking at. Is that really him there, sitting there?
No, that's Don. This
Yes.
is Donald John. Right?
Hello.
Totally different person.
That hair. Should get my hair
But-
going like that myself.
This is Don Juan, not to be confused with Don John. Coming in with $1.99. Balderson looks like Thoros of Myr. Whatever that is.
Yeah.
He's a big
a nerd
supporter of
thing.
yours, isn't it, Sarah? You got a big supporter there.
I love
Hey.
Don Juan. Don Juan makes me laugh.
Should drain his balls. He
Oh
supports you.
no, Melanie caught fleas. Coming in with a big 2. Gonna get checked out now after being near Hormax or shaking
Who is
my
Melanie?
damn head.
I don't know
That
who
was the-
Melanie is.
That was the Furby that was sitting next to you that ran away when you
Oh,
came
you
on.
mean the piss mop? Oh, piss mop. Yes. Okay.
Piss Mop?
Yeah.
That's new.
How dare you?
I agree.
sir.
That's a piss mop.
That's a
That is my
fun joke,
daily
though.
trans.
You gotta admit that
agree with
getting
trans
checked for
women.
fleas now. That's hilarious.
Hey, I got a good-looking trans woman last month. Well, even this month, early in October. It was a nice
Right on.
on the view. Better than anything Flow State has gotten in his life.
Did it still have its penis or not?
Oh, they have to have the dick when I
Okay.
go with trans. They have to have it.
I
Otherwise-
just-
Oh my God.
yeah.
That got
Alright,
aggressive.
Of course.
I wanna tell you this, I
Hormax,
can't-
sir, are you going to go out with red pill, red hair? Red pill.
I don't
red
know what
hair?
that
Are you gonna
means.
go out with the Furby? I think.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't seem to like me. I mean, it's
Well,
very
you like
Hormone.
you like
I have a-
trans though.
I
Like, you
have a
thing-
different question.
I do.
Would you?
Well, you know,
Would you-
just because it left, it said that Furby fleas are worse than normal fleas. I seen that. So I mean, it's just protecting itself. Maybe it likes you. I don't know.
But would you? But would you fuck generally specific?
Well, no. I mean, he's like the average American dude, or this guy here.
What
that
if,
was a different.
what if he was
Well, no,
looking
I'm
away
just
from
a
you?
masculine-looking dude. I'm not attracted to masculinity.
But he's a
I
very
like-
small person. What if he was looking away from you? How many beers?
Yeah.
Well, no.
No eye contact.
Well, are we
it
doing the
wouldn't-
vinegar stroke?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. What
it's
is
the
he
opposite
into?
of
Is he
vinegar
into
They are.
military history? Is he into the?
That was
art?
funny. That was funny. The vinegar stroke thing, that was funny.
I mean, I don't know what grid sports
never
is. He's
forget
like the
that.
typical American guy that's into American sports, American football. You know, it's just everything that I just can't do it myself, to tell you honestly.
I'm
How dare
offended.
you,
I
Don Juan.
identify as a dark-skinned white man, and to hear this gentleman, Hormaxer, speak this way, I'm offended for me and all my people. Us dark-skinned white men will not tolerate this.
You go from where did you
tolerate
come
this.
from? Uganda? Where'd you come from? Zimbabwe? What is your
No, he's
nat-
from Puerto Rico. He's a dark skinned white man. What you talking about?
I don't know where he come from. One of the
He's from
African.
Puerto Rico.
Haitian.
Haitian.
In my legacy, I'm dark-skinned white. There's more than one color white, even though it's called white.
Do you identify as a white man?
Just believe
I think he's German, right? Aren't you
He's
just?
got a melanin problem.
No, he's Irish.
No reason to just
He's
be-
Irish.
Irish.
Czech.
He's Irish. He is Irish and he drinks scotch.
His maternal grandma was Italian. That's why he's a little bit dark.
Yeah, there you go. That's
Yeah, I know what
He's
you're trying to
correct.
say.
I
Flow
wish I
State
was
by that.
German, but I don't know
Oh
what I
God,
am.
this is hilarious.
What type of Irish I
Yeah.
am.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, well, that's fine. I mean, so are you connected with Africa? Are you a Black Panther? What
No, he's European. He just said that he was white. He was a dark skinned white.
Don't say
He's
peon.
Irish
Yeah,
and
are
You
originally
don't know where Europe is, bro?
They don't let Irish people in the Black Panther.
coming out of the man's mouth.
Hey,
No,
Donald,
that's-
I'd like to apologize on behalf of all the other people that
highly
were paying
offended.
attention to what you actually
My
said.
credit score is better than
Oh,
his.
oh.
Why you disrespect me like
I,
that?
By-
I see, Don
by the
Juan.
way,
Worst
By the way, hold
credit
on
score
for
is better than
Don
his
Don
best
Juan.
credit score.
for Don Juan, I just don't have daddy jokes. I have why do we call Grandpa daddy jokes for him. He can relate to those.
When Hormaxer gets back,
that
he
one
was
didn't land.
referring to Torsia, not the Furby. But I feel like Torsia, he would be like, she just wants to play those little games and yada yada, and she has you peacocking all over the place and blah blah blah. But I think Hormaxer would actually take more interest in Furby because he does have a thing for
But the Furby is a PDF, so I don't think that the Furby would be interested back.
But isn't that a sparkle person?
It's all sorts of sparkle.
Sparkle person.
That's a glitter bomb.
Was it not a sparkle?
How can
Well, that
sparkle
was
people
funny, Flo.
be MGTOW or Red Pill if they're
You
sparkle?
finally hit
I'm
one
confused.
right there. That was good. Glitter.
Did it. You did the thing.
That could be a new nickname for the Furby is Glitter Bomb.
Glitter Bomb?
That would be a good screen name. Just saying.
We could make it stick.
No offense, Furby. It's just funny.
Offense Furby.
He said total offense.
Yeah.
Please be offended.
I'm trying to be the good guy. Flo, look. I'm gray, almost good. Flo's wearing a black hat.
Grid Sports
Furby
Grid
said he
Sports
doesn't-
won.
It doesn't sparkle. So I think it's like on the werewolf team or something. I had teenage daughters. I think the ones that don't sparkle
vampire
are on the werewolf team.
was it
And
Twilight?
the sparkly ones are on the vampire team. I think that's how this pans out. I don't know. I had teenage daughters. You overhear things you should never have to hear as an adult man. It's bad.
Are
Like
you
what?
Team Sparkle.
Like that thing I just said.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
I was zoning out.
And Don Juan coming in with another $1.99. GS being lame. Flo's actually smarter than him. Oh my
All right,
god,
Sarah.
that's almost hard
All
to
right,
believe.
Sarah. We think that Don Juan got the hots for you right now because he keep on dropping them 199. Just
Don
everyone
Juan,
does.
listen. Here's what it is.
He's got the front row
Don
at the
Juan,
strip club.
shut up, Flo.
Dollar.
Don Juan likes the way I read his messages. Okay.
Don
It's
Juan has
all
never
about
tried
the
to have me read his messages.
It's-
Don
Thank
Juan,
you, Flo
read 'em
State.
better than
Because you
Cheetos.
read them like this. Don Juan said.
No, you haven't even heard my.
Flip
You haven't
it.
even
Flip
seen
it.
my
He
Sarah
treating you like a
impersonation.
stripper right now. I'm with Flo State. He treating you like a stripper. He just throwing out
Don
ones.
Juan, if you want to buy that lip gloss? Email me. My email's
Yeah.
on
You should
the,
get
on the
flued
about
out.
tab of my
Let
channel.
him flew you
Don
out.
Juan, it's time for a lap tap. Don Juan, it's time for a lap dance, sir. We need
know
a
what?
$25 super chat. We need a $25 super chat, sir.
Buy this
And
lip
more
gloss
lip
for $50. It's used. It'll be heavily used, right? And she'll get you'll get a free pair.
I've done
Shush.
the math.
Shush.
I've done the math.
Shush.
Don Juan.
Go
takes
pipe
care of
down.
me very
You'll
well.
get a pair of used socks with it.
A pair of used socks, like the sweater
I
ones,
heard-
like the running
No.
socks.
No,
I heard that it plays
I'm not sure whether that comment landed pro or against. It seems like it starts out against duty sex, but then it's like, well, then apparently the duty is love your spouse, and it's the least you can do. So I mean, I don't understand. It seems like it's taking both sides right there.
What duty sex? Duty sex is a real thing.
Duty sex is like if you don't feel like having sex, but you do it anyway because you love your spouse. So is that what they're saying?
No.
No.
The Trib one coming in with the big 5. Duty sex done out of obligations instead of love for your spouse is great, in my opinion.
That
Love
is
your
crazy.
spouse. It's the least you can do. If you don't, then divorce. And then Don Juan following up with another $1.99. Nope. I told Sarah what I think of her. We friends.
Yeah.
And then here he goes.
Sure.
Here's I'm going to fill
Sure.
in the blank. I'm gonna fill in the blank. And actually, my brother just gave me something really funny. I'm going to read it. He says, "Tell all your viewers that an anonymous tomato says, bon the fuck jour." So, and apparently in French, when you say "what the fuck is up," to the French translation would be "bon the fuck jour." So there you go.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. That's literally what's up in French.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
Now I know how to say
I want
something
to
in the
know
language
what
I
kind
never
of what do
cared
we
about.
mean by used socks? Are we meaning like you wore them on your feet or you wore them on your dick?
No. You wore them on your feet when you
wore
went
them on
for your
your
last
feet.
jog.
And you went jogging for like 4 or 5 miles.
I
You
ain't jogging. I'm not even
and
jogging.
you wear
for
leather
half a
shoes
mile.
too, so they're good and sweaty.
Smells
He-
like toe crust. And,
Sarah, hold on.
some-
Let me, Sarah.
It smells like toe crust and pepperoni.
All you have to do is
Definite
smile
toe
and nod. All you have to do is smile and nod. I can see my dirty
dick.
socks for damn self.
Athlete's dick. So much worse than a yeast infection, I would think. Why would you ever do that?
Is this what we're going to talk about right now?
I think so. I think so. He said athlete stick, right?
It's basically, I'm a nurse. It's basically the same organism that invades your crotchal region, your
Ah.
genitals. So
Wow, invades? So it's not a
it
penis?
invades.
Oh.
It's itchy on both sides. Both of
Oh.
them.
That's what I'm saying. Why would you
A
ever
lot of
put a
use on
sock anywhere
StreamYards
near,
tonight.
anywhere near your dick? I have no idea.
It's get itchy on both
I mean,
sides.
unless you're in prison and you're
I'm
trying
really
to like put
glad
some
that I was zoned
contraband
out
in it, and you don't want the guards to reach into that particular area. Other than that, I don't know why you would have it anywhere near it.
Your dick?
So do you get a discharge
You
when
hide
it does
stuff
that?
in your dick?
What?
Did you say your whole thing again? Were you saying unless you're
Please don't.
Unless you're in
smuggling shit
prison
into your
and
dick?
you're hiding contraband.
Please don't have him say that again. Please don't have him say that again.
Hiding your contraband in your cock and then hanging it over your underwear by your cock so the guard doesn't check you and rub
You've
on
never
there.
been arrested, have you?
Yes, I did 8 years in prison. The fuck you talking about?
Okay, then you
don't
know that
what
they-
a cock sock is? In prison,
I'm
when
here
you-
for
said that like
love.
it's a
I'm not
flex.
here for. I'm
My
here
boy
for
said that like
Sarah.
it's a flex. Like, hell yeah, I've been to prison. That's
I'm
been 3
familiar-
years.
Sarah.
We did 3 years around a bunch of men.
Last I knew, they had you bend over and
I
cough.
was around dicks for 3 years. I was around dicks for 3 years. Hell yeah, I did it.
There's not
Sounded like it was a
prison
real
like
flex.
That's Hollywood.
Somebody clip that right now. Somebody clip that in my Discord. Clip that shit. Send it to me right now, please. Please and thank
That
you.
man
I
had a
love
bar
you.
behind him. He
You
looked
said that like it was a
nice
real
bar.
flex.
I think
God,
Sarah
he
peed
did.
a little
He
bit.
did.
I think she laughed too hard on
I-
that one.
So bad right now. All right. Don Juan says with the big $1.99, he says, Slow, I don't want to take your wife, dude.
Dang.
And then the trip comes in with another 2. He says, Don Juan hasn't read One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish.
Dr. Seuss.
James says with the big 2, he says, Sarah Neck Crick for the peanuts. That was a big.
Okay.
Love it. Thank you. And Don Juan says, Sarah, ask Cormaxter about red pill, red hair girl. Well, you're spelling red wrong. All right. I have to. It's driving me fucking nuts. It's R-E-D.
I don't know
All
who
right.
that is.
He hasn't read these.
So
I have
he
no
is
idea
speaking
who that
about
is.
Torsia, our lovely Torsia.
Oh yeah, I could tell you. I think she's very boring. I call her Big Bird. I think if you ever watch her fucking stream, it's like sitting there watching a paint dry. I would almost roped trying to. The woman's got severe emotional problems, and you can say, well, look, but if you really look at her, listen, it's just a bore fest. Know who I would like to talk about, who I think was on your stream, Sarah. Not that bore, that snooze fest, but the other one is Star. I call her Nova Hot.
You like Nova?
Nova Hot Tits, yeah. And I contacted her on
I call her
Instagram.
Tits McGee.
Well, Nova
what's
Hot
up?
Lips, she says herself. I call her Nova the Hot Tits, and I'm trying to get her to do a porn, and I think I can convince her to do a porn.
I don't think you're going to convince her.
But don't you like transgender women?
I like both.
Goddamn.
Radio, I'll take both, coach.
I
Why
think both,
would you want
coach.
to convince
No
someone
cougar
else to
goody.
do a porn in the first place? It's like, why?
Can I have a new topic for 200, Alex?
Well,
Please
who
do.
are you? Who are
Please
you?
do.
Who
Donate $100.
That
Go
is
do the peeky
creepy.
peeky dance.
You want to talk about
Shit.
creepy? You sit up there with a cartoon avatar. Why don't you bring yourself and introduce yourself to everybody?
I'm DJ Electra, and I have been on camera before, but I just
No.
don't always go on camera. I like the
No.
art, and
You're
I'm dressed
insecure.
up. Look, it's easy.
Insecure a little bit.
Totally
Nice.
insecure. Yes, that's it.
Listen, yeah, I like Nova, the hot tits. Star is a hot looking piece of tuchus. I want to do a porn with her. She don't have to do it. She doesn't. I do it. I've done it. I've shown it many a times. And
Isn't that how you get herpes?
Well, what are you worried about? Like every woman has herpes or a venereal
No,
disease?
I think she doesn't want to get herpes, but doing it with you,
Well, I
she'll
mean,
probably get herpes.
I
Trannies
don't
aren't
think you
women,
have
so
to
I mean,
worry
you're
about it
just
because I don't
fucking
think you're having
everybody.
any
You're just
sex.
like,
One at a
you're
time. One at a time.
You're typical,
like-
you're
I
typical
feel like
American.
Cormac's
grew up
crotch
with
is,
the American
like one of those
flag,
endangered species zones. Where,
football, you got football, you got the American flag. You know, America has not won a war since World War II. You're a bunch of sad sacks of shit. You're not.
That's
you're
how
not
you get gonorrhea for
fighting
her
the
fillets. I don't want to
IDF.
get.
You're
gonorrhea
one of
for
us
her
too,
fillets.
Hormac.
Hold on a second.
but
Hold
the
on a
IDF
second.
is proven to be the best fighting force. In
Stand
the
by
whole
for
world.
just a second, Hormax. I love you. Is this Bricky?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
Bricky.
Brick Jones.
Bricky, you be nice tonight,
No,
or I
it's a
will.
different brick.
This is a different Brick. Brick
Yeah.
Brick Jonesy Jones.
He's
Bricky?
usually on my show. He's a polite gentleman.
He's
And
good.
he's dressed up in a strange mask.
Brick's all right.
Well, he
This
sounds
one?
okay.
Whoa, what the?
That is a strange mask.
Look at that.
Yeah, no, I know
That's
his
a
voice.
rotter.
That's Brick. Brick's a good guy. He's a good guy.
All right,
That
all
looks
right.
like a
Just making
rotter
sure.
than
All right, let me read these last couple of ones. Koo shot it. Comes in with a big 5. He says, "Duty sex sucks. If there isn't any enthusiasm, and if that's the case, I'll pass." Excellent. Our famous Furby comes in with a big 5. Question for the pretty nurse, like VTuber. Can I turn my yeast infection into a microbrewery?
Ooh.
Now that's
question.
That is
That
nasty.
is a really good question, Melanie Cosmic Fox Furby. I'm thinking you don't want to do that.
That does sound
That could
disgusting.
spread STDs and things that nobody wants. So I'm
Oh,
saying no.
God.
Don't go
Also,
there.
you have a dick.
The answer is no. And Don Juan coming in with big 2. As a migrant, I don't fish. LOL. And then he also comes back in, spell checker. Blame YouTube, not me. No, I blame you because you did it multiple times. It's on
Sarah,
you.
why don't you take your super chat money and come out to Vegas? Why don't you come out?
Because my super chat money goes to greater purposes than Vegas. I've already been to
No greater
Vegas a few
purpose.
times.
Paying bills, bro. What you talking
You
about?
don't know where to go though. Is the problem? You're probably with the tourists on the strip. That's the problem.
No, Fremont's actually my favorite part of Vegas, like the
Me
old
too.
Vegas. Yeah.
Oh, the Fremont Street. That's a tourist trap.
I don't
don't
care. I like it. I love it. Like the
You like it,
balcony
the Fremont
bar,
Street.
whatever it is.
It's better
The
than the
balcony.
strip.
I went there and spoke last year, and it was just shocking. They said that after the Oakland Raiders got moved to town, it is like 80s violence I haven't seen since the 80s. Just insane. We were in Sam's Town, and the Walmart across the street. All 3 nights that we were there had a shootout in the parking lot between cops and other people. There was a sniper station on top of the Walmart. I was like, what the hell?
In Vegas?
Yeah, in Vegas.
Hey man, you got a little pussy on your head.
He
had 2 pussies on his head.
I can't hardly beat it away with a stick. My truck got stolen out of the casino parking garage, and they told me the month before they'd stolen the limo. And my first thought when my truck got stolen was I drive a farm truck. I live out in the mountains off grid. I drive a big F-250 that looks like I live out in the mountains. And I was like, who would steal that? Like, where are you going to resell that? And they're taking those big trucks and then breaking into other places, and the truck will carry big things like construction sites, and then they're rolling out and ditching the truck. And they said the month before their limo had gotten stolen. Like Vegas, complete just shithole now.
Sounds like
Vegas has always been a shithole, but
over there, huh?
Hold on, sir. I heard a flaw in his story. See, people come on here and they say they're brilliant and wonderful. So I'm listening to this gentleman who decided to go to the same Walmart 3 nights in a row after the first night, and the second
Walmart
night
was
his
across
shooters didn't
the
warn
street.
him. He said,
Across
let's
the
give it
street,
a third
sir.
try.
The
Because
Walmart
they
was
shoot
across
every
the street,
day.
sir. I did not
every
go
day.
to said Walmart. It was across the street. I could hear the gunfire and see the people.
Well,
He said
Las
Chirac
Vegas
sounds great to him.
Well,
Las
you know,
Vegas-
black people know firsthand when you start hearing gunfire, you don't go back to that place. You just stay away. But you went back.
I never went to the Walmart. I was it was across the street from the casino I was speaking at, and I got to see that 3 nights in a row. I didn't go to Walmart.
You went back. You say you went back. You say you went back.
No, I was at the casino speaking.
Little spurg. Anytime,
I'm nowhere near
baby. Hey, let's go anytime, any place, Carrie. You dysgenic little freakoid. Anytime, any place. You want to go
Did
right?
I say anything to you, Jonathan?
You're a fucking
I'm a pathetic. I didn't say anything.
Talker, Rodder.
What is going on right now?
Morgan Freeman and Al Pacino movie.
Is he trying to
Shut
get on that guy?
the fuck up for a minute. Jesus Christ.
God.
Carrie, you
Can I
get
go?
6.
Okay. All right. I just want to stay here for a minute anyway. I have to go do
You
some
get
shit.
60 seconds and then you're gone.
Then I'm gone. Okay, here's what I'm going to say about that. Here's my 60 seconds. I'm going to throw it all back in his fucking face for 60 goddamn seconds. I don't have a clock in front of me.
Everybody knows you're a loser, too.
Shut the fuck up. She said I had 60 seconds.
Get it on, Carrie.
Can you mute his ass?
Autumn Valley
Can you
Avenue.
mute his simp?
Here's my phone number.
You are frustrated. You are sexually. Are you not sexually frustrated? I had good news for your ass. How do you know I didn't have good news for you, dude?
I'll break you in half, Carrie.
You know what?
You know I will. Let's do it.
I'm not. Nobody's talking. You're simp ass.
Money, and I'm gonna rob your ass. Let's get it on. Let's get it. You know
Let's
you deserve
get it on.
I'm for you. I will crack you across. I will break your effing neck. I will break your effing neck. Don't you
How
ever.
much credit are you on right now?
Hey, old man,
You know what?
Dare call me. I don't care who
Dude,
the
I
fuck
saw when you
are.
were walking around that strip joint, you were scared out of your shit. The only reason you act like this now is because you're all jacked up on trend, dude. I'll meet you anytime, but I have no desire to meet your ass. I don't hang around losers like you. You're a total fucking degenerate. You are a 50-year-old loser. You're a bigger loser than fucking Ben Stewart. You are the epitome. You bring it. Thank God you're only half Jewish. Thank God you're mostly Italian, because your stupid side is fucking Italian. You dumbass fucking wop. You simp. It looks like you're talking in the big ball. You are jacked up. Dude, without steroids, you don't have a sex drive. Without steroids, you have no sex drive, dude. You literally have no sex drive unless you are pumped up on trend. You can't do. Naturally, my T levels are 717. I'm getting them checked next week, in fact. I will bring the report back and film it for you. I'm going. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my doctor's office and secretly report him telling you that my T levels are naturally 717.
Hey, Carrie, how about your feminist mama? How about feminist mama, Carrie? Where did she go? What did she do for the United States? She was a feminist claptrap, old whore
All
bag.
right, we're done.
I'll
We're
urinate
done.
on her.
We're done.
I'll
We're done. We're
defecate
done.
on her.
We're done.
I'll
We're done.
defecate.
We're done.
Wow. I think I understand what happened earlier. You, as a speaker, you get put up in the hotel. I never left the hotel. So I think that's the confusion.
I got to be honest. I think half the world went full soft listening to those two.
my coming. I'm ready. This old man deserves nothing. He's a stalker on the internet. He deserves nothing but a good beatdown. I'll carry anytime you want your beatdown. You just ring me up. Carrie, you want to go tonight? I'll give you my number. You can come down from Palm Springs, and I'll throw you around Fremont Street. And then we'll put it live on Sarah's stream, and she can stream that, because I'm all for the entertainment.
Fair enough. All right. Who shot it? What's up?
How's it going?
It's going well. All right, let me get back to these. Where did I last leave off? This one was Who shot it? Said, duty sex sucks if there isn't any enthusiasm, and if that's the case, I'll pass. Oh, we did this. I'm sorry. I apologize. Don Juan comes in saying, as a migrant, I don't fish. Oh, wait. Spell checker. No. Oh, this was where I left off. I apologize. Don Juan says, fuck you all with the $1.99. And then he also comes back in and he says, I'm sure you like Fremont. It's like this panel, LOL. I mean, from the viewpoint that I always had, it wasn't all that bad. It was like a pretty fun spot, relaxing. I always went up to the balcony. There's like a specific balcony bar you can go to, and that was always fun. And then, oh, there we go. Did you know Hormaxer was Spicoli's pimp, but he's slap happy? What say you, Hormaxer left. Oh, sad news. All right. Where did we leave off, gentlemen?
2 ladies in a screaming match.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah, I think Grid 1 hit it on the nose. Everybody's brain kind of melted after that. I didn't know. So everybody's like, I don't remember what was going on.
I was spurging harder. That turned me on, actually, all that spurging.
Got you excited?
Yeah, I just want to spurg harder.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
spurg harder, and I chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
Oh, you knocked off. The one that's next to me, how do you pronounce that?
Who shot it?
Who shot the sheriff? But he didn't shoot the deputy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right.
So where are the rest of the costumes at?
Yeah, anybody else? Did anybody else dress up today?
Did anybody else dress up?
What are you supposed to be? Who shot it? Raggedy Ann?
Edgelord.
Who's Edgelord?
Me. Just giving out razor blades to the Yankee children.
Oh, that's fair.
For
Fair
them
enough.
to destroy everything.
That's fair. All right, Bricky. Mr. Brick. Who are you? Is this like the Terminator thing or what? What do we got going on?
Tyrants beware.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, who did I lose now? Oh, that was Who shot it. Who shot it probably.
Hey, Grid, can you try to calm down? You look really happy. You were out happying everyone on the panel. He's just like, killing me. Get me out of here.
Honestly, I will say, like, listening to those two, like, kind of exhausted me as well. So,
Yeah, I'm ready for a nap.
yeah, it kind of like killed the vibe really hard.
Totally killed the vibe, bro.
All right, we'll bring the vibe back. All right, we can go Hawk Tall, we can go Vinegar Strokes, or we can go Socks.
Those are the ones we did earlier.
Yeah, but you gotta you spin off of it somewhere in a weird direction. I don't know. Did anybody hand out candy today?
No one ever comes to the house, man.
It rained here, so normally we have a lot of trick-or-treaters, and I think we had 3 or 4 sets come through. That's it.
I live deep in the mountains. The only trick-or-treaters are the meth heads, and you chase them off with a 30-30.
Which set of mountains do you live in?
I live in the King Range there on the Northern California coast.
Oh, okay.
Up in Humboldt.
That's fair.
Yeah, Halloween's like my favorite of all holidays. It's really the only one that I do anything with because it's the only one that adults get to dress up. So
You haven't been to Northern California. Again, the meth heads, it's Halloween every day. I didn't even notice until I was on the internet that it was Halloween.
Hey, wait, Rick, have you not met Melanie?
Melanie.
Nobody kicked you, Who shot it?
No,
nobody kicked you.
No, we didn't kick you. It just dropped off.
Dude, Blade rocks. What are you talking about?
It could have been internet. It could have been Lord knows what, but you definitely were not dropped. You're always welcome. I don't even know what the Blade comment was referring to, so you're good.
Neither.
Blade's awesome.
Yeah, I have about 5 or 6 different masks that I've collected over the years. But my favorite of all the costumes is my Superman's pet werewolf. Still got to work on the comic structure. That's another thing. That's my. Hold on, I'll show you a little something.
I've never been a big fan of like Halloween or dressing up or anything like that. But I took my grandkids to the local zoo and they were having a Halloween event, and they're from Tennessee, so we brought them up for the weekend. And my wife and my daughter and my they picked out a Bob Ross, so I became Bob Ross for Halloween.
Oh my god! Nuh-uh.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. They loved it.
I love dressing up for Halloween. We as a family, especially when the kids were younger, I could get them to kind of do what I wanted them to do and yada yada yada. So we always did like a family themed Halloween thing, and now I'm sad because now it's just down to my youngest. So he wanted to be a cop, so I was like the prisoner or whatever. And that was easy, but that was easy because when he was like 1 or maybe almost 1, we dressed him up as a cop, and then my ex and I were both the prisoners. So I already had the costume. So now that he wanted to be the cop again, I was like, oh yeah, I totally can be that, you know? And Who Shot It says Halloween is strippers only day. Yeah, I stopped being sexy a long time ago for Halloween. Now it's just like how legit can I get?
Don't worry. Wait, when you get grandkids, I got 8 of them. Then you get all the enjoyment of seeing the little kids dressed up and they're related to you without all the work of Halloween. Because you don't come home, on Halloween night, you don't feel half dead and you didn't have to spend a whole bunch of money and you still get to have the enjoyment. So it'll come back. Don't worry.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's what kind of why I like the masks, because it's easy, especially like this and the other thing. And I got like one other one that's kind of like this, but it's red. And then I got like a half a baby doll mask. And the masks are just easy.
Does it match your fingernail polish? You F slur?
I have none.
Sorry if that offended any F slurs in the crowd. No, I'm playing.
Nice and I don't know what to call that. Is that manicured? That's not dirty, is it?
That's like me, dude. I bite my fingers off. I butcher mine, man.
No, they're not bitten. They're not bitten.
Oh, they're not? Oh, okay. Well, you have a little more discipline than I do then.
Yeah. No, well, I'm not going to stick my fingers in my mouth.
Well, I don't stick my fingers in my butt, so.
Gross.
No, there's.
Flo's like threatened me with a good time. Where, Flo? I see you hiding up there.
He's probably taking a shit.
Probably is.
Yeah.
No, he's got
funny. That'd be funny if you had like the camera up here, like in a down shot. I go, gotcha, bitch.
Actually, I was gonna say Flo's got his costume on probably, but that is not a costume. He really truly is the Pope.
He is not the Pope.
He's not. Oh,
not
man.
even close. Not anywhere near it.
He fooled me. Oh, is he a cardinal?
Sacrilege.
Oh, he's none. Man, he fooled me. I swear. That guy.
All right. So does anyone else have plans for Halloween, or is it just kind of stay inside and stay away from the crazies? It is Halloween right now, right?
This is what I'm doing right here for Halloween now.
We're on the crazies.
I was going to leave it half an hour ago or so, but then, people started yelling at each other. There was always an opportunity I could yell at someone. So
Well, you want to
I didn't
yell at somebody.
Flo volunteers for tribute.
Flo's too easy now. He's too easy.
You want to
Are
yell at
you,
me?
you guys have beef for real or no? Just kind of
No.
playing around. You just
Oh,
slap-
they're in
slap and
love
tickle. A
now.
little slap
They're
and tickle.
in
We never.
love.
I just didn't like him. I never had anything like he never like
It
pissed me
wasn't
off.
impressive at all.
I mean, I'm sure he, made fun of me at some point.
Flo makes fun of everybody, literally.
I make fun of everybody too.
Mostly the vinegar face on your anime behind you is where I think he made fun of you. He said
Oh,
that your
no.
anime is making vinegar face.
That's the
Grid,
least.
I think that's how that whole
Grid,
conversation
Grid.
started.
Grid.
He's pouting.
Flo isn't here. I have to hear you say you love him.
I don't.
But you do.
Good
I
man.
know.
Based grid. Based.
Is that a giant bottle opener on the wall there? Grid?
It's a
It's a
propeller.
propeller.
Come on now.
Oh.
He's a pilot.
Oh, you're a pilot?
I can fly.
My wife's a pilot.
I spent most of my day playing with my airplane today. Actually,
Oh, is that what we're calling it?
He plays with
Her
toys.
dad owns a thing where they teach people. What's that?
That would be fun though, for real.
An FBO that has a flight school is the technical terminology, I guess.
Beetle Babe thought that we got rid of the vinegar strokes, and here it's back again. I'm sorry. No,
I have a good memory. I
Grid,
apologize.
Grid, you have to at least like Flo to some degree, right? What's
Why?
the degree of your
It's a
likeness?
trap grid. They're texting
Why-
each other back
I
and
don't-
forth. It's a
First
trap.
of all, I don't have to do anything but be white and die.
There it is. There
Be
it is.
white and die.
It's it. That's all there is.
I can't be a black man. I mean, look at me.
Flo,
And at some point, I will die. Those are the only two things I have to do.
Well, taxes. What about taxes? Don't you have to pay taxes?
No, I can go to prison.
No, hey, you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
Flow State, you know Rose from Crow 777?
Rose 777.
I do.
Yeah. I'm the Benjamin, but I've been on there like so many times. Me and like two other guys have a drop down. She just
I
sent me a
am.
message. Did I introduce you to?
No, she didn't. When you said where you spoke at Flattoberfest, I was like, I bet he knows Rose.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, the first
Rose
year
knows
I spoke,
everybody.
the first year I spoke, I took a train to Rose and Jason's house.
I sent
in
you a picture,
Orland.
Sarah, through Discord.
Oh, neato. All this time, I always thought you were talking about the little model planes.
No.
Oh no, like legit planes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's legit.
He's gonna whisk me off on our honeymoon someday because he doesn't love Flo. He loves
No.
me.
Also, something that'll never happen.
Damn it. I was
Who
really
would you
shot.
love first, though?
I shot my shot.
Me. I shot the shot.
I was a gourmet sous chef. I've got like 30 years of culinary experience. Just think about it for a second. And he smells like cigarettes. Her mouth tastes like cigarettes.
So you'll be a better
That's really
bitch. Is
cool,
that what you're
Red.
saying?
I'd be really good at cooking, so he could fly me to all those awesome places. Fly me to the moon.
But how's your gag reflex?
Mm.
Oh, I don't do that. No, I don't think Grid does either. He's just looking for a co-pilot, you know, not a power bottom.
Oh, he was wearing the
Here's
hat.
my other one, Sarah. I sent you a picture of the second one. I have some others, but I'm tired of sending pictures.
Two Tuckers you out? That's
That
all
looks
you
like
got?
something
You got
from
no
the
stamina,
future.
Grid. We got to
Like
work
Sasha
on your
Grey.
stamina.
Who's sitting in that thing? Or is that the seat?
That's just the seat. Yeah, hang on.
Oh,
So you know.
that's
Fly
pretty
me
cool.
to
That
the
looks like something you'd see in a Back to the Future movie or some shit.
Yeah, it's cool. You can share it. It's not like you can see any of the numbers or anything.
What's up, C4?
Actually, I'll show you. Here's one on my lawn.
But I
There
bet
you
we
go.
could do a
That's
lean
all that-
search on it.
You share it, buddy.
I thought you told everybody to get off your lawn. Oh, that's so cool.
Is
You
it,
can share
a,
it.
is it a a twin prop, or what do you call it?
Yeah.
Like a,
I wouldn't call it that at all. It looks like a bullet with a couple wings on it.
oh, nice
you can
thick
share
wing.
it. There, it's fine. Totally cool.
Mhm.
He feels the need for
Huh?
speed. He said you can share it.
Oh,
No,
hold on,
keep
let
it
me
to
put my-
yourself.
Well, I'm
There's no
I'm
numbers or anything
expecting-
on it.
No. I was expecting a text from my daughter, so I didn't want to have it up. I had to put focus mode on. But let me turn it this way. All right.
Turn it,
Yeah, we-
angle it down a little bit. So there's a little up a little bit. There you go.
That's the one I'm working on in my garage right now.
Okay, I'm having a hard time picturing it. Can you
Yeah.
bring it a little bit closer?
Jesus, GS, put some
What the
fucking glasses on. Okay, so there's the cockpit right there.
Right.
The cockpit.
Which way is it facing?
Right.
Is it taken apart?
That's where the engine goes, where it finger is. Show the other one. Show the Christmas ornament.
Looks like
I like the Christmas one. Christmas one's pretty cool. Oh well,
I'm
yeah.
gonna do that again this year.
This is awesome.
That
Oh, that one's cool. Yeah.
Then that looks
I like
like
that.
something like a.
I don't have an
couple
HOA.
wings on it.
Yeah, that's ready to fly. I
Can
don't
I
have
show
an
the other one too?
Yeah, it's
the other
fine.
one's a little more. This like looks.
Do you own that race car too, by the way, or are you just part of a race team?
Oh yeah, that one's cool.
Oh, I own the race team. Yeah.
Oh, you own the whole team. Awesome.
Yeah, when I used to do that. Yeah.
You get to ride it, or do you drive? Do you fart around with it, or I know you don't competitively race, but do you get to take it for a spin?
Well, I retired from pro racing in 2015, so I don't do anything with the racing anymore. I have a friend of mine.
You don't even put around with it. At least you don't even just get in it for old time's sake. Not trying to get all crazy with it, but just
No.
No?
No, it's one of those things where I did it at such a high level for so long that to just go back into it and just it would just feel like I wasn't even trying. And I have a buddy of mine who keeps trying to get me to do help him with club racing, and I'm like, man, I don't know. It's like a lot of work for literally nothing, and I'm not going to make money doing it, and so on and so forth. So.
Can you explain what club racing is for the uninitiated?
Well,
just
road
like clubs
racing,
getting together, like clubs.
It's like your weekly bowling
Oh,
club, down the lanes down the street, except obviously at a racetrack, and it's very it's not informal, but it's just club level, and then you have pro level. So I did mostly pro racing and historic. I mean, there's lots of racing.
So when you say historic, you mean like older models of vehicles?
Yeah.
Like stock like Mustangs, stock like Corvettes and stuff like that, or is it like stock race cars, like older like race cars?
Yeah, like old race cars. Like so, I did do some Trans Am and Can Am cars, which were like Mustangs, Camaros, Challengers.
What was your favorite of those, if you had one?
Oh, definitely the Camaro. The Camaro's like.
And
ridiculous.
why, if you don't mind? Like, what was it about the Camaro that really kind of got you? Was it the style? Was it the way it felt? The chassis?
I just like it. I mean, we could just make it faster than the Mustang.
Now, why though? I mean, I'm not, and I'm sorry to ask you all these like 5-year-old why, Dad? Why?
No, I have
Dad?
the same question.
Ford engines, so hard to get parts for because they're so specific. It's just ridiculous. Where Chevy, like a Chevy 350, there's giant blocks of units.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's like a rabbit hole to go down with this, but
like being able to bore it out a little bit more effectively.
no, because so all the engines have to be 305 cubic inches.
Okay.
So they're very specific, right? Like they're very specific to that series in that era. So it doesn't matter what make it is; they were all 305. If it started out as a 302 Ford, it got punched over. If it started out as a 289 or a 327 Chevy, it got sleeved, right? So I like the Camaro better because we could make it a little lighter than the Mustang, and I like the rear suspension, and I like the wheelbase a little better, and I liked where we could put weight in it better. I mean, I just like the car better. I could win with either one. It didn't matter, you know. I mean, honestly, it didn't matter what car you hand me. If you give me room in the rules enough, I'll beat you.
Have you ever punched a board out 304? You see what I did there? 304. You're on the whatever podcast all the time, and you don't know. Come on.
I've never hit a girl.
No, I didn't mean punched
on
out.
purpose.
I meant punched.
A board out 304.
More than just the tip. That's what. Anyway, I digressed. It was a bad joke.
I don't know.
I got it.
Vintage racing is really interesting. Most of the vintage racing I did was with Porsche, and we did a little bit, few English cars, a few Italian cars, but you just run in. I mean, they're just not as cool, and the Porsches are always really cool. And plus, we could run the Porsches, and we could run the same car in Porsche Club, PCA, or pardon me, Porsche Club, which is PCA. HSR and HSVR. We could run the same car in all three, and in SCCA Club Racing. You run in 3 or 4 different series with just basically changing the tires, and so it worked out pretty well. So.
Hi, Angela and Rose. You should come in and chat.
Yeah,
come light this room up.
Car talk will instantly kill all the cool factor in the.
Yeah, the magpies like to look at the shiny cars. They don't like it when you talk about the shiny cars. Come on, get the skirts up here. Let's get some birds up here.
Yeah, I basically retired because of the amount of money I was going to have to invest or divest and then invest. So they were changing the series dramatically. It's going to cost me I don't know, somewhere around 2.8 to 3 to retool, and I'd have to sell literally all the stuff that I already owned. Like all the cars I owned would be irrelevant. I couldn't use them anymore. And then go out and buy all new cars. And all the parts for them and everything. So
like if you had to pick a favorite pastime right now, and it seems to me like you probably put your eggs in the right place. You've got a bit of freedom to do what you like to do, and there ain't no shame on that,
Yeah.
Shit in your hat if you're not on his level. Go fuck yourself and work harder. But like if you had a favorite pastime at this time of your age, this time of your life, and again, if it's family or personal, don't answer it. But like, what would it be? Like, what do you get the most enjoyment out of?
I just like the way I have everything set up now. I get to shoot on the weekends. If I want to, I fish all week. I work on my airplanes in between, and I do the show. Like I can, if I'm left uninterrupted, I get to do that. Now, right now, I've got my son's shooting sporting clays, and that eats up time, because kids are kids, and all that kind of stuff. And then my wife obviously requires time not spent playing with airplanes, playing with various other male type hobbies. She has shot before. She actually shot a match with me and did really well.
See, that's the thing with me, and not to interrupt and make it about me, but enough about you. Let's talk about me some more. So you get to fire, or you get to go to the range and practice every week, and I think that's great because it is a perishable skill. It's very important to stay on top of it. Someone in my situation, though, I don't really have a lot of disposable income, but I do understand that there is an import to training. But man, I'll tell you, like just letting go of letting go of some of those, because I look at it like, well, that was a deer, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I
know. I grew up poor, so I mean, I remember when I would, and tell me if you've had this feeling. You shoot an arrow and you see a $10 bill flying through the air.
Yeah. And I guess I'm stuck there in my head where it's like, I zero scope. I might confirm it like before I go out and shoot again, but I'm not trying to do more than 3 rounds to confirm my 0. And I just leave it where it needs to be. I clean my weapon, maintain it, but I mean, I'm not hating on you.
Those laser sighters are fantastic, and I don't.
Oh,
I don't
for practicing.
No, the ones that you can sight your gun.
Yeah, the
and you
laser
put
bore
it goes right in the bore.
Yeah.
You put a laser right into the bore and you sight it off of that. Those things are great for sighting
Okay.
it.
Yeah, they work
and
pretty
then,
good.
yeah, they work real great because it's just shooting a straight laser. You pick the range that you're at, and then you look down the scope and you get it to match the dot, and you're good. I don't get to use that a lot. Most of mine, I'm a vegetarian actually, but a lot of defensive type shooting. So mine ends up being buck naked, except for my boots, running around with a flashlight in one hand and a 30-30 in the other, trying to nab things at night. You know, coons are pretty easy. Bobcats are wicked hard to get at night. Them things are crazy. We had a bear that was really prowling us for about a month recently. Drug a fucking bag of dog food out the back.
Hey, it's Trippy Cast. What's up, man?
Yeah, I drug a bag of dog food right out of my Suburban. Like, was sitting over there munching it. Like, you some bitch.
I gotta scoot over. Hey, what year was that Camaro? I completely missed it. If you said it.
Oh, we ran we ran mostly the second generation Camaros and a couple of the first generation Camaros.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, and these were Trans Am cars. I mean, look, they had no. Trans Am back then. The only thing that had to be from the car, from an actual factory car, was the sheet metal. So the entire chassis, most of this. I mean, I think there was some. You couldn't move. You could change the suspension components, but you couldn't change the suspension mounting locations. I mean, I just like talking about this in casual formats because it's a rabbit hole that you have to go down and unless you've looked at it and understand what it is. I'm speaking like a foreign language to most people, and they're just like their eyes glass over and they're like, yeah, okay, dude, whatever.
Yeah, not to me. Yeah, cool. I told you I used to be a big Forza player. So I had a bunch of car guy friends, and then they kind of taught me what they knew, you know. Oh, jeez, my puppet's all fucked up tonight. Anyways, scariest thing ever. Watch this. Ready? I'm a vampire.
Yeah, there you go. That's cool.
Yeah. And the little slit for the mouth keeps cutting my tongue every time I talk.
Yeah, I always wondered how they managed to close their mouths with those pointed teeth.
It's a little,
like
one of those like dollar store masks. Gotta poke me in the tongue. That's what the blood's from. I went to the doctor today. That's what I did with my Halloween.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, you guys do that on Halloween? Okay, I'll go in.
It is 12:12. I am past my old man bedtime. I appreciate you answering a lot of questions tonight, Grid. I don't know if Sarah's around or not, but if I miss her, tell her I said thanks for having me up.
Everybody, that's all. It's all right. It's old man. It's okay.
Trippy, good to see you. Brick, good to see
Good
you.
to see you too,
Alderson, thanks for getting my joke. I appreciate that. I didn't want to be left high and dry. And Flo, good on you, man. We'll talk.
Somebody had to have your back. I got you, bro.
I appreciate it, and I'm glad you guys are falling in love with your vinegar strokes. Keep that up. Keep up the good works, boys. All right, peace out. Take care. Happy Halloween.
Chicken grace. That's my favorite thing to say. I wonder if Sarah's back or if she doesn't know she's muted.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
So yeah, I showed up late because me and Maxer have a bit of a history, and we could have double teamed on Spicoli. That would have been funny.
Oh, interesting.
Spicoli would have left really sticky.
What I have to say I don't like Spicoli.
I have to say I agree.
I don't really have any specific reason for it. I get it. I just don't like him.
Watch out though. Now that you said that, he's gonna tag you in a million YouTube shorts that aren't related to you, but he'll use a picture of you. That's what he does to me. I went on camera.
The picture was Dennis Hopper, though, right?
Nah, it's me. It's my fat, chubby little ass.
According
no,
to him,
the picture that the Spicoli guy had was Dennis Hopper on there. Right?
That should be, yeah. I've seen what he actually looks like. All you got to do is like that name that he goes by. His, not the Spicoli one, but the Carey one. If you Google that, you'll find his Facebook page. He's got a bunch of pictures of himself up there. He's about 5'6", 4, somewhere in there. He's kind of short guy.
Who
Very
claims to
rail
be
thin.
red pill and has his wife work 2 jobs while he sits home and plays video games?
Yeah, he's not married. As far as I could, as far as I know, as far as he's
Maybe that wasn't about him. I don't know who that. I don't know the guy.
yeah, and he claims that he's got like 20-year-old girls hitting him up on Instagram. You guys, I think we all know, any Instagram user knows that those are bots. Those bots. And he's like, I've been going out with these 23-year-olds.
Izzy, who are you talking about? We're kind of lost.
Yeah, Spicoli's weird ass.
Oh. I don't pay any attention to that dude. I literally tune him out the second he shows up.
I thought that since like he has the whole hippie vibe, that he'd be one of those like one love, peace and love kind of guys, but nah, he's very hateful. He's got a lot of hate in his soul. And it's like, what happened to you, man?
During the pandemic, that's one thing I noticed. I had a speaking event that I had to go to. It was actually right outside of Woodstock, and I live in a very hippie area. The people in town, anyways. The mountain people, obviously not. But when you go in there, the hippies in town in both those areas, super angry, super hateful. You're like, wow, tides have turned. Yeah, it's very interesting.
It's like you would think, peace and love, peace and chicken grease. They got,
maybe too much patchouli.
Gentlemen, I have to do a shutdown. I have to do a quick shutdown. So I apologize. Something just popped up that I have to end this. But Flo's going to go ahead and start another stream. So if you guys,
that's why
you're more than welcome. Yeah, we had to plan some things because I had something pop up. But if you guys want to give any final thoughts, you've got exactly 30 seconds apiece to go. Balderson, go.
Nice meeting y'all. We didn't really talk about anything particular, so I don't know what I'd have a final thought on exactly. I'm still not sure what a vinegar shot is exactly, so whatever.
Okay.
Vinegar strokes.
Whatever. I'm old. I don't know what this shit is.
Fair enough. Brick to you.
Yeah, sure. It's okay. Happy Halloween, everybody. Celebrate and vote, but not for garbage.
Yeah.
All right, fam.
I agree with that.
Thank you. Trippy Cast.
Like you said, vote, but not for garbage. And also, be informed. Don't be a I gotta do what everybody else says I gotta do kind of voter.
That's fair. Grid to you.
Stop thinking about thoughts. Leave the thoughts alone.
THOTS?
THOTS, yeah.
All right.
Fair. That is
I can't
fair.
stop.
Especially deep thoughts. Leave them really alone.
Yeah, go for the shallow ones.
Deep thoughts. Let's see. And flow state should be starting. Hold on. I don't think he has it set up yet. Damn it. Why is my.
Sweet. I get more time. No, I'm just kidding.
No, keep going for a second. Keep going because I got to
Keep going.
Yeah.
Trippycast, what do you do? Are you like a animator or something? Is that you work?
Some people call me that. I'm just trapped on the internet.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it was like I caught the plague. I caught the plague, and then I just kind of woke up inside the internet, and I've been bumming around since. And I can't leave. So it's like you guys think you're perpetually online. I'm not. I'm just in the internet. Kind of sucks.
That's good. That's
kind of
cool.
sucks. I have a spaceship though in here. It's. I don't know how. Yeah, I don't have a good lore. I have a terrible lore apparently.
Yeah, it's all right. I like the. I saw that I forget where it was, but you had a different set that was more like a circus-y kind of thing. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I've had my fair share, man. Like in the past, I've actually drawn like a different set per show, just because I get bored, and also like running certain colors gets old, and the clowny aesthetic with the brightness and stuff. I get a lot of people coming, going, "Dude, your background's giving me a headache." So,
all right, I've set up the redirect. All of you on my side are going to be shot straight to Flow State's next stream. He's going to start here in just a minute. If you are already watching on Flow States and just hang around, he probably already set up his own redirect, so feel free to just linger. I'm sure he's got you set up. If not, you know where you're going. Anyways, thanks so much for everybody stopping by. Sorry I had internet issues, and my deepest apologies. I do have to run. I love you all. Outside of that, fuck off.
Yeah.